Hello. Hello. How is everybody? I've got a midget behind me. Um, so I don't know. Am I allowed to say that? Is that politically okay to say? Okay. Well, that's definitely not okay. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing well? Staying to be rated. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? I didn't just end stream. I just started. What are you talking about? You're scaring me. You're scaring me. Oh, is that an old? Oh, that's my old stream chat. I'm being retarded. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I didn't even notice that was happening. Hold on. Let me adjust this because I'm stupid. Because I'm a stupid freaking idiot. Okay. Hold on. Let me adjust that. All right. Should be there now. There it is. Okay. Still isn't caught up, but that's okay. It'll figure it out. How many suits do I have? I have a good amount. I have a good amount. Bro does not know where the camera is. Yes, I do. Oh, he doesn't? Yeah, probably not. Probably not. He struggles. You know, he has some intellectual problems. Nothing better than him. Okay. Okay. Why is he staring at the thermostat? Because he's scared. He's scared of the thermostat. Check Discord DMs. Okay, thank you for the 2. You might need this for stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't really know if I want to touch somebody who's like talking about like killing themselves and is sharing their docs around. That guy that you're mentioning, that I'm not even gonna say the name of. I don't know about suicide baiting because I don't feel like it's a typical behavior to share your own docs information around with people. I feel like that's a pretty good indicator of somebody who's going through some kind of mental episode. And from what I've heard, that person is doing that. So I tend to avoid such things like that, because it's a little spooky, you know. I don't really want to draw attention to someone like that, right? But thank you for sending. I appreciate it. Did Matan loan the vinyl flooring for stream? Vinyl flooring? Do you mean the suit? If so, no. This is mine. This came from my grandfather. But yeah, guys, you know, today we've really got this, you know, people like this are like some of the most, I'm sorry to already get distracted, but people like this are some of the most insufferable people on planet Earth. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this. So we're working on the tankfish edit right now. I've got my boy Fetty. On it. Friend of the channel, Fetty. Okay. Friend of the channel, editor for Zipgeist, Fetty. He's working on it. In Amos's absence, wherever the heck he is. And, you know, it's, I'll tell you what, these tankfish fans are some of the most insufferable people I've ever seen in my life. They're actually genuinely worse than, you know, the lolly people. They're genuinely worse than the pressure people. I genuinely hate them worse than any other group that I've dealt with. You just cannot win with them. It's apparently a problem that my full stream is members only. It's a problem when my VOD is too long. It's a problem when my VOD isn't the full VOD. It's just like they always find an excuse as to Tankfish not being a giant Diddy blood, and it's like, you know, I mean, let's just be honest. He is literally the Roblox Nux Taku. Okay, let's just be so honest, right? So we'll have the response video reaction up tomorrow morning. And I guarantee I will get like a bajillion more comments about that. I mean, like, look at this, guys. Here, I'll show you something real quick before you get started with the main subject. His fans are children. Are you shocked? No. I don't know. I guess. Dude, why do I keep on losing subs? I keep on losing subs and then gaining them back like during stream. It's so evil. I keep on getting, like, I keep on hitting 4,000 and then getting under 4,000. It's so fucking evil. Like, look at this. This is, we've got a 48.1% like to dislike ratio on this Tankfish, video. And then, we've got, you know, like it's stuff like that where it's like, I mean, look at this, look at the pressure, I mean, not the pressure one, look at the remnant one. The only one that I have that's worse than the this Tankfish one is the remnant one, which has 47.8% like to dislike. Even the Mama Max one, which I knew was inherently going to be extremely controversial, has like 68% like to dislike, right? Everything else is just like, you know, fine or whatever. But it's just like, oh my god, like these Tankfish people are just insufferable, man. I genuinely think that they're sharing that inside of the Tankfish server. From what we've seen, like, I mean, Tankfish was complaining about, you know, us watching this in the first place, so it really would not surprise me. It's a dang shame. It's a dang shame. So never let Remnant cook ever again. No, I love Remnant. It was totally worth it. The only reason that this has such a low like to dislike ratio is because all of the lolly people came in and started dislike bombing. And it's just, you know, it's a terrible, evil thing. Oh, I forgot to send the debate from last night to Templar, because I know that he wanted to see it. I'll just tell him about it later. Yeah, but funnily enough, Templar did want to watch the debate from last night between Sunday and Sunday and the VR chat Breeze guy. Let me go ahead and show this to you real quick as like a little intro segment here. So let me see, because I've got Future Nightmare sent me about a 5-minute clip from these guys molding about me, so I figured that might be a nice place to start stream today, because it's just genuinely kind of funny. I don't know if you guys remember this, but when I called into the VR chat guy's stream, there was this individual named Spooky Jumbie, who is one of the most insufferable people that I've ever spoken to in my life. And I just rage baited him the entire time. And so now he's like in this Cobra guy's ear, just saying that I'm this evil, horrible person. Take Nine is weirdly quiet. That's because he's like 8 feet away from the mic and he refuses to get any closer. So,
there's not even for me to talk about yet. I don't know what you guys are going to talk about.
Well, fair enough. I mean, you would if you actually used my AirPods like I told you you could. So let me play this. Oh, wait.
But I can actually hear it.
Well, that's good.
Like, say how much of a fucking snake this Simpleton guy is, because he came in here lying about what doctrine he knew and about.
Just already wrong. And I was telling Future last night, I was literally like, this guy, genuinely, I can't be mad at him because I genuinely think that he is so stupid that he genuinely doesn't even know that he's lying. So I'm just going to kind of deconstruct a couple of the lies here.
About what denomination his friend was and knowing what the fuck we were saying.
So somebody actually clipped it up. I'm pretty sure this is Monstrous, who's saying that, ecclesiastic ghoul. Somebody actually clipped it up, and I'm going to post it on my second channel, and I'll tag everybody in the Discord when I post it. It'll be posted tonight after stream, so if people just remind me.
He tap danced around it. He switched up what this whole conversation with Cobra was going to be like 5 different fucking times. First, he said a formal debate. Then he said he wanted it to be a conversation. Then he said he wanted to do a formal debate again.
So that's not what happened at all. I never said that I wanted it to be a formal debate. What actually happened is I said I wanted it to be a debate, and then Cobra sent me the following message, which will be shown later, but I might as well just go ahead and show it. Hold on. Okay. And then I have apparently another intro segment that Future wants me to do. That's fine. Let me show you guys though. Hold on. Let me find Cobra. Unless he blocked me. Haha. No, he didn't. That's good. Did he unadd me? No, he didn't. Good for him. Good for him not buckling down to this weird little spooky Jumbie freak. So this is what he sent me when I told him that I wanted to do a debate. Let me just go ahead and show you. Here it is. Excuse me, sir. Okay, here it is. So,
Hey, here's the exact format and rules that I want for the debate overall structured format. Opening statements, 15 minutes each. Affirmative, speaks first. Negative, your friend speaks second. Rebuttal, 2 rounds. First rebuttal, 10 minutes each. Second rebuttal, 5 minutes each. Affirmative speaks first in both rebuttal rounds and cross-examination discussion panel. Total, 40 minutes. Split into 20 minutes to each to lead. Affirmative leads the first 20 minutes. Negative leads the second 20 minutes. Direct interaction, questions, responses, closing statements, 5 minutes each. Audience Q&A, roughly 25 minutes.
So like this was way too structured for me. It like kind of pissed me off how structured it was, and to be completely honest with you, it doesn't make sense personally. It's not really the way that like the flow of normal conversation and stuff like that goes. So I immediately just told him, like a bit of strategy. I just said, hey, how about instead of a debate, we just do a conversation, right? Let's just do a conversation instead of a debate. And, as long as you do so, we will keep things, I know it on our end, we will keep things civil and respectful. And I can say for certain, Sunday, who was our guy, right? Sunday absolutely kept things civil and respectful. It was really Cobra who was completely disrespectful the entire time. He was such an asshole the entire time. He would call Sunday like a son of the devil. He said stuff about Lio Convoy like being evil and like an F slur. He was saying slurs. He was doing all of this stuff, right? So I mean, it really didn't become disrespectful until Cobra made it disrespectful, right? But yeah, let's continue. But so it's really dishonest to say that I wanted a formal debate. I never wanted it to be formal. I wanted it to just be a normal debate. And then I did want it to be a conversation because I knew that it would turn into a debate. And I even verbatim said, if it turns into a debate, then it turns into a debate. And then he said that I wanted it to be a formal debate again. That's just a lie. That's just a lie, right?
Then he said he wanted it to be a moderated debate. Then he said,
I did say I wanted it to be a moderated debate, and that's why I moderated the conversation/debate. I was completely neutral the entire time, and I really never inserted my own opinions. So, I mean, I don't know what the problem is.
He didn't want it to be moderated, and he didn't want somebody else, a third party, to moderate it.
I mean, why would I want a third party to moderate it when I'm the person moderating on my own channel? Like, who else would be moderating? That's so stupid.
He wanted to put it on his channel for content, and then...
Correct. Yeah, I came up with the idea. So, yes, I wanted it on my own channel. Are we serious?
Now... Right before this, he told Cobra it was going to be a conversation. Then when Cobra gets in there, he tells him, oh, well, it's going to be a formal debate.
Never said that. That just never happened. That never happened. Ever. Okay? I always called it a discussion. In the title, I called it a debate because it's more eye-catching. Wow. Isn't that crazy? And because I knew that it was going to turn into a debate. So I don't understand how that's dishonest of me.
Yeah. So
and then here's the crazy thing. He says it's going to be a conversation or a formal debate, but every single topic is led by Hempleton.
Yep, that's the way that's the way leading a conversation or debate or a moderation works. So yes, I am going to be the person asking questions, shockingly enough, yes.
In a way that is non-bipartisan.
It was completely, I don't even know what non-bipartisan means. I'm assuming that he means that I was biased in the debate, which is actually not true. I knew that their biggest fundamental difference was the law. And that was the part that I was interested in and the whole reason that I wanted this conversation to happen in the first place. So obviously I'm going to ask about the law, shockingly enough, right?
Right? Geared towards his friend being able to consistently question Cobra in a way that tries to prove.
That's just not true. I literally let Sunday start out with his version of the law, and then I had Cobra talk about his version of the law, and from there it became a conversation.
Something. But again, this is why it's important to have, whenever you have debates, and this is why I don't like the Simpleton guy, everything he does is in bad faith. Even him coming into the server was a lie, and this is a perfect example of how Catholics are fucking pagan pussies. But what you'll see is...
Look at what he said.
Everywhere throughout our interactions with him, he's lied. And even here in
that's just not
in
true.
This live with Cobra, you're gonna see he does this thing that in the debate world people like to say is leading questions. Like when you go into
So saying, what is your opinion on the law? Is that a leading question? Like, what are you even talking? Like, this is why I say that this guy, like, isn't lying, because he is genuinely retarded. Like, he genuinely has 0 brain cells and does not know how to talk. And so when he is talking about this stuff, he has no idea what he's saying, and he doesn't understand what he's conceptually talking about. So, like, I don't think he's lying on purpose. I genuinely just think that he is so stupid that he does not even understand what he's trying to say. So he says that I ask leading questions. If you rewatch that debate, which you can tonight, because I'll have it on my second channel, but if you rewatch the debate, you're going to see the entire time, I'm literally just like, so what's your opinion on this? So where do you disagree with this? So what about this? And hey, like, just a question, but like, I think the most quote unquote leading question I asked the entire time was I became curious. I was like, well, isn't part of the law like the stuff that Jesus taught us to do? And then, like, I think that's the most leading question I asked the entire time. Other than that, it was just me being like, hey, let's be respectful, or hey, let him finish, or whatever, on both sides.
what would it be called? Like a court hearing, right? And somebody's being questioned.
A court hearing. Not even what that is, by the way. He's talking about a trial. A hearing, no.
What they do is they ask you.
And also, I don't even think he's talking about a trial. I think he's talking about an interrogation. Because interrogation is usually where, like, a leading question would be the most relevant, unless you're talking about, like, a cross-examination or a direct. This guy has no fucking clue what he's talking about.
Attorney is going to try their best to try and get you with a leading question, which is a question that already has a leading.
Do I have a bodyguard now? Yeah, I mean, that's just, that's what happens when you're targeted by, the evil Destiny people like I am, okay?
Vocabulary in it that pushes you towards making, regardless of whatever your answer is, sound like you're agreeing with what they want people to think in your answer. And again,
what is that
right
even?
Here,
so that's not even what a leading question is. He describes a leading question as a question that somebody asks that leads you to an answer that the person will agree with. That's not what a leading question is. He's almost there, just not quite. I think it's apparent in the word that it just leads you. It's an inherently deceptive question that is meant to produce the answer that the person wants. Not that they agree with, but the one that they want, so that you probably look like a fool, or the intended, answer is given, right? I mean, it's just like, Jesus, this guy just doesn't know what he's doing.
The leading question. Let's lead with the law. I see that you guys disagree on the law. What is your thing about the law?
No, because a loaded question would be more like it would be oversimplifying a complicated question. That's what a loaded question is. It's like trying to ask a yes or no out of something that is definitively not yet a yes or no. Like, it would be like trying to make somebody look bad by saying, so, is there a circumstance in which killing someone is okay? And then if you just say, if you're forced into a yes or no, then it probably makes you sound kind of unhinged to say, yes, there are circumstances in which killing is good, because you can't, like, fill out kind of the nuance of that, right?
Yeah. And like I said, our original debate I had with this Sunday guy was about the gospel of salvation. And this one kind of went to the law. Now, beforehand, I was confused. It said debate. They were having a conversation. Then it was a debate. And then they tried to use, I thought you want to have a conversation at the end. It's like, no, bro, you made this into a debate. If you want to do a debate, I had certain rules for the debate. You didn't want to abide by them.
Yeah, and your rules were insane. Your rules were so restrictive and insane, and they didn't make any sense. So yeah, I didn't abide by them, obviously. Because a conducive debate isn't this boring, like, we're not doing a presidential race here, right? So I don't think we need, like, some kind of like formalized debate like that, right?
Wanted to be formal.
Do you have screenshots of that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not. Oh no, I left the group chat.
I thought loaded would be implying a premise already, like, have you stopped drinking assumes you drink a lot. Maybe. Yeah, I might be fudging that up a little bit. I think it could be either. I might be fudging, to be fair.
Screenshots of our DM, yeah. Let me saying that to him. Like, I want the date to be
because
formal.
I talked to Cobra about this before, and I was like, listen, judging by the way that this guy is, he's like a edgy fucking little bitch. Like, he's gonna try and turn this into some content and, like,
Yep, that was the entire point, is to make content. Yep, that's why I stream. I stream full time. I stream to make content. That is something I've never been hidden about. It's something I've never tried to claim. So, or tried to claim that I don't do, right?
Engineer this conversation into a debate so he can try and make you seem crazy to say crazy shit so he can get content. And this is why I was trying to get Cobra to reach out to a third party. And if he reaches out to a third party to do like a formal debate moderation, that way Himpleton can't presuppose topics and shit in the conversation to try and get it to look somewhere.
Just real quick, I'll show proof. Yeah, that's what I wanted.
So now he's going to show proof of me to being deceptive. Here's the problem. What he actually shows proof of is literally just what I just showed you, which shows that I'm actually not being deceptive whatsoever, and I'm being very transparent about what I want.
I say, this is going to be an exact debate format. Here's the rules I want for the debate. So this is like the rule, what I wanted for the original debate, what we were going to have. How the debate was going to go. This is what I wanted. If we were going to do an actual debate, that's what I wanted. And then...
Well, and that's my whole point too, hit me with your car. Like, I didn't have to try to make Cobra look insane. He did it himself, right? I didn't...
Your car.
Yeah, that's his name. I didn't do anything to, like, you know, lead him to sound insane. He just sounds insane by virtue of himself. And I knew that. That's why I didn't try. I didn't try to do anything deceptive, and I obviously wouldn't. But, like, you know, sometimes I'm going to ask questions that I know are going to kind of bring out certain qualities in certain people. I don't think that that's leading. I think that that's just being a good interviewer, personally. But, you know, call it what you want. That's fine. But regardless of that, it's you know, I didn't have to try to make him sound insane. He did it himself, right?
He says a few things. He changed his mind.
So read this part, right? Here's my response to all of this.
And then he changed his mind. So I just want to do a conversation.
So when he sent those like formalized debate things, I want you guys to read this real quick. Let's first hear what he reads out loud, and then I'll read the full message out loud to you, because I think you'll notice that he intentionally doesn't read something that proves him wrong.
What? Himpleton, once you finish this amazing video, can you remove your tie and show it to us, please?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for the 6.
He said a few things. I do not want this to be so formatted. I would rather have a mature, respectful conversation. We run many conversations like this on my channel before. And that was the case. Why would you name the video debate?
So it's very, very interesting that he only reads this first line when he well knows that what I actually said was a few things. I don't want this to be so formatted. I would so much rather have this be a reciprocal, mutual, respectful conversation. We have run many conversations like this on my channel before, and I've made sure that it stays civil, productive, and good. I'm more than happy to put you in a group chat with Sunday so you can ask him some questions yourself in terms of learning more about his beliefs, which I did do. I'm more than happy to do no audience involvement until after the fact. That's how we usually do it. It would be just you, me, and Sunday until after. I am also more than happy to neutrally moderate the conversation and make sure that nobody steps over anyone else. But I don't want it to be formalized and formatting. I hope this makes sense. I would prefer to let things flow naturally, as that's how usually the best, most productive conversations can happen. I also would prefer to do Discord. Does all of that make sense? Also, why is your audience calling me racist, bro? Lamau. Also, to be clear, I'm essentially saying this doesn't need to be a full-on formal debate. I want it to be more explorative and conversational. If it becomes a debate, I will make absolutely sure both sides are heard and feel heard. So I was very transparent from the beginning that there is a distinct possibility of this becoming a debate. So and now he's saying, well, he like flip-flopped. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So...
Right. So I knew going in it was already going to be like a trap and stuff.
Right.
So I already knew.
But I mean, again, we've already known. Like, as soon as he said, again, the first 5...
StreamYard?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, fucking retards use StreamYard.
Never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Fucking seconds, he came into the live stream that we had with him before, where we were calling him out on fucking reacting to our videos. He lied and said that he doesn't react to our videos, but we found out he'd been reacting to our videos for a fucking month plus at that point. 1, 2, when he came in, I tried to push him on the idea of progressive sanctification. He said, "Oh,
it was.
What happened?
Well, I don't know what progressive sanctification." The first 5 fucking seconds, he came into the live stream that we had with him before, where we were calling him out on fucking reacting to our videos. He lied and said that he doesn't react to our videos, but we found out
why.
Hold on, man.
We've already known, like, as soon as he said, again, the first 5 fucking seconds he came into the live stream that we had with him before, where we were calling him out on fucking reacting to our videos, he lied and said that he doesn't react to our videos. But
I never said that I didn't react to his videos. What I said is that what I said is sorry, I just got confused by something. What I told them is that Future donated to me to react to them, and I didn't go out of my way to react to them, which is true. That's true. I never went out of my way to react to them. Every single time I've reacted to them, it's been Future donating to me, until I, over time got more interest.
We found
Never said that I never reacted to him.
out he'd been reacting to our videos for a fucking month plus at that point. 1, 2,
Again,
when he came in, I tried to push him on the idea of progressive sanctification. He said, "Oh, well, I don't know what progressive sanctification is." And I said, "Well, you said that you learn all of your doctrine from your friend. What is your friend?" He says, "Oh, my friend is Eastern Orthodox. Eastern Orthodoxy holds to progressive sanctification."
So this is actually a lie as well. We never talked about progressive sanctification. I checked with Kalu just to make sure, and he affirmed to me that we never talked about progressive sanctification, and that was just a lie. So I don't know why he brought that up. I think he may be getting concepts confused because he's dumb. He's really, really stupid. And he also makes this weird assertion that is also not true. If he actually watched the time that I came into the stream back, he would know that I said verbatim that I was raised Presbyterian. But the claim that he makes is that I learned everything I know from my friend Kalu. Not true. Not true at all.
That was
So
why
it's not that he
Catholic.
doesn't know it. What? Okay, well, same shit, because
Yeah,
Catholics believe in progressive sanctification too. The only difference is the Catholics would call it progressive sanctification. The Eastern Orthodox would call it deification, but it's the same shit. So like the concept of him saying, "Oh, I don't know what that is," and then tap dancing and getting pissed off when I hold him to his lies. Like, I already know what this guy is. I don't like him.
Hold
I
me
don't-
to
I
my
don't- I don't
lies.
like his
Mhm.
friend. Like they're pussies, bro. Like I don't like that shit. If you
They're
want to do a
pussies.
formal debate, then you should have said that in the thing. And if your doctrine was true, you would have been completely okay with the third party, non-bipartisan third party moderating it. So you can't presuppose shit into the scripture or into the debate. So
I want
I
to
don't
get
know.
through this. I want to get into this because again, like there's a lot of things we went over. I want to debunk this Catholic guy's claims and stuff like.
So that's their Cope Fest. That's their Cope Fest. I just wanted to show you guys that he has an absolute Cope Fest. I think he reacted to the whole thing on the stream so that he could do post-hoc reasoning as to why he lost so badly and looked like a giant idiot the entire time. Because, yeah, he did. He looked like a giant idiot. He looked like a huge spurg. I mean, nothing about what happened was flattering to him. Here, let me take my tie off because I said I would. Yeah, he's definitely just molding over me calling him names, clearly. It's very unfortunate. So, here it is. So let's do this real quick, and we'll get into the main subject.
Are you real? Please vote in the poll, guys. It just helps me gauge how many people are actually watching. You just have to click one button. It's a poll in chat. Just click it if you're here, just so I know how many people are watching. It'd be a big help if you did that. Thank you so much for the 5. Just your nightmare. Aiden, you haven't been the same since your mission to Africa. Get yourself some pizza, please. Am I like that skinny?
Dude, I love it. Dude, Future and I have been like donating Aiden like $5 or $2 like every once in a while and just gaslighting him that he's extremely thin and that he needs to eat more. It's awesome. It's awesome. Dude, he's like, I don't understand why he takes this stuff so seriously. I love donating to Aiden though because he takes every single like super chat that you send him just extremely seriously. Every time I say like, dude, you're growing thin, you're like really freaking me out. Are you okay? And he's like, no, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking with you. Like, you dumb fuck. Like, what's going on? So, yeah, and Aiden was getting botted earlier. He has literally, like, 600 viewers. I do realize that you guys couldn't see that. I don't know why it did that, but you know, you could hear it, and that's all that matters. So let us actually get into our main subject of tonight, which is this KittenSneeze stuff and this JakeNeutron stuff. So first, you guys, if you've watched enough of my content, you know how I like to kind of start things out. I like to go to both of their channels and kind of just show you the kind of content that they do, just in case you're not familiar. So we've got KittenSneeze here. Has 1.2 million subscribers. Is a animator, artist, graphic designer, and voice actor. They do a lot of stuff, I think digital circus related, like fan songs and stuff like that is kind of the way that I interpreted those. I guess they also do Inside Out 2 stuff. Really, really awesome, really epic. You know, not my kind of content, let me just say. But, you know, doesn't have to be my kind of content for me to talk about a controversy, right? Then we also have this guy named JakeNeutron. JakeNeutron, 1.8 million subscribers, and he makes, again, a lot of digital circuit stuff. You know, I mean, I think that his most popular video is an amazing digital circus thing. Actually, it's not. It's a Man to the Adventurer. Fun. But there's this Jack's Toy song that I think everybody was complaining about in chat who have actually seen this. Oh yeah, literally the first chat as soon as I start covering this. Please don't play the fucking Jack's Toy song for the love of all things holy. Well, if somebody wants to donate it as a derail, then we will watch it. But otherwise, I'll spare you. I will spare you. You're welcome. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me make sure that it doesn't show anything crazy when I open up the summary document. But to start out, we've got this KittenSneeze doc. All right. And this is kind of how everything started. So yeah, let's get into it. You know how it is. All right. And you know what? Because we are doing a doc, you also know how it is. We got to do the No, I'm Not a Human song, because that's how we do it. But since we're about to get started, let me just go ahead and say, we have all these cool dono goals.
Please, Jack's Toy.
Okay, all right, sure. But we have all these cool dono goals. We've got you know, $100 to get Joey to hit me. We've got the $50 chest derail where I get inside the chest.
Play the song. I don't know what's happening without it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm only playing it once, so if Nightmare, if you want to choose a different derail, you can. We've got the $5 derails. We've got 6, 7. We've got Cameo, and then we do have one more Pokemon card pack to open up. So if any of those interest you, feel free to donate. You never have to, but it is always appreciated. And I am saving up for a new streaming computer so that I can stream better for you guys. So I really, really appreciate anything that you guys give. And then on top of that, just if you're enjoying the stream, like the stream. There you go. Very, very simple. Let's watch this, I guess.
Disclaimer. Blah, 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 not officially affiliated with TADC, blah, blah, not canon, blah, blah, blah. Support the official release.
Jax! Could you please just read it properly? Just give me that. I'll do it.
What? I literally was just... whatever.
Disclaimer. This video contains flashing lights and high contrast colors that might put a strain on some viewers' eyes. This is also a fan music video and not officially affiliated with Glitch Productions, Ghostworks, or the Amazing Digital Circus Show. It's especially, and this is the important part, not canon. So, please support the official release.
Well, Raggy, honestly, I'm floored.
Ugh.
Are you really still here watching that YouTube kid slop? Man, I really thought people would have better taste nowadays. Maybe you could waste your time doing something more mature.
I can already tell this is just gonna be horrible.
But I know you won't.
Did they get any of the original voice actors here? Because the voice actors sounded kind of like they sounded kind of real. Yeah, they got Michael Kovac.
IDFK, what a chest derail is, but fuck it, it sounds funny. Here's $50.
So you're gonna choose a $5, like a 5-minute thing, and then I'm gonna get in the chest and react to it. That's what it means. Thank you so much for the 50. I really appreciate it. We'll watch this first, and then you got to choose a video and send it to my DMs or something, and then we'll do that. Thank you so much, though. Really appreciate it.
What's got you fuming, buddy? What's got you raging, dude? Did something piss you off? You better learn to cope soon. This place eats jokes for breakfast. You'll need some thicker skin. Cause if you're angry now, imagine how you'll feel when you check your bedroom and it's crawling with snakes. When every step you take's a face full of rakes. When even seats are threatening a certain sound. Your entertainment, who even needs a clown?
Don't you have any other way of entertaining yourself that doesn't involve torturing people?
No.
Get your Jack's toy, get a little laugh, boy. So you're not down to clown, well, I won't let that get me down. I'm your Jack's toy, have a little laugh, boy. I say I'm sorry, but it's not that kind of party. Wait, please give me a second. So let me get this straight. The mini jester thinks there's a solution to our fate. Wait, let's hear her out. Got nothing here but time. Just let us in on what will save us here. We miss a sign.
You hear that, audience? You're in for a show.
We're breaking numbers, but we're suffering though. And as you chuckle on your side of the screen, I think I'll join you giving a little beam. What is it? Are you crying from the chat to the side? Can't handle snide comments, looking to confide in Ragatha. Good luck with that.
This is,
See, I'm giving gold to those misfortunate enough to end up in a circus from a rancid purchase of a headset. Just my luck had gone and cursed us. You wanna smile and ease your mind? Then lighten up. So says my sign.
Kane, I think your
I
stupid
explained it
boombox is
because you weren't
busted.
Get your Jack's toy, get a little laugh, boy. So
Just in
you're
here.
not down to clown, well, I won't let that get me down. I'm your Jack's toy, have a little laugh,
Be careful.
boy. I say I'm sorry, but it's not that kind
It's not that it's heavy.
That's me. I'll keep you
This is so painful, man.
still me.
I don't know. Yeah, that was awful. That was very painful, and I didn't like it. So, was that the intended? Was that the intention of that? Because I mean, if so, it worked. It worked really well. Because I hated that. It was awful.
Well, I didn't take your headphones off.
So, okay. Well, I think did Monster say what she wanted me to watch? Let me see.
What?
Please listen to it again.
No. No, choose something else. I'm not listening to that again. No, I'd rather kill myself.
Unless you donate $100, then I'll listen.
Yeah, if you donate 100, then I'll listen to it again. Sure.
Nobody's doing that.
No, actually, if you donate 50, I'll watch it again. There you go. I just discounted it by 50%. You're welcome. Okay. Then I'm not watching it again. I don't want to, so that's great. I'm glad that I'm incentivizing people not to do it again. Let's see. Monsters didn't say what she wanted me to... Oh, you're gonna get Ace to send me something? Okay. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and get started on the doc. Until then, we'll save it for a little bit later. Alrighty. So. Here we go. This document contains mentions of rape, rape apologia, grooming, censored NSFW images, and general bigotry, racism, and anti-blackness. Please read with caution. Great. And so this is KittenSneeze. This is not the JakeNeutron guy that we just saw, but this is another person that JakeNeutron has been friends with. Okay? No, you're not scamming. I have the choice to decline your derail and let you choose something else at any time. So that's part of the tiny writing at the bottom. Just how it goes. Some things will have to be given extra context, as well as dates of when everything happened. The issue is pretty complicated as a lot of it has been since deleted, or some things happen in a span of only a few days, but we hope that that document is understandable enough. Everything in this document is alleged.
Yay, no one scams me, watch it again.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Can you see how excited I am?
Still watch it again?
Yep.
Evil. Evil.
Disclaimer.
At least watch the first person's derail. Well, I haven't received whatever it's supposed to be. Oh, okay. No, I did find it. All right. We're going to do this first. Yeah, I have to get in the chest.
Did you break it last night?
A little bit. Don't worry about it. Ugh, okay. Let's see. Oh, wait.
Nice pants.
What?
Nice pants.
Thanks. Okay. I'm gonna need you to hit the play button for me when I get in.
Okay. This is awful. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello.
Doing it full screen.
Huh. I am so lonely. All the boyfriend-free girls are scared of me. No
I
one
hate
talks
this.
to me.
What is
no one
this?
wants to be my one true sweetheart. In other news, they think I'm unstable there. They
That's quite
send me
awesome.
from BronyCon to BronyCon, committing atrocities in
Oh,
their
yeah, no, it's
name.
been 5 minutes.
And as I get better at it,
It's
they
1 minute.
fear me more and more.
Okay, that's not bad.
I am a victim of those darn dirty, no-good, slanderous trolls. Christian.
Okay.
I don't even get a real name, only it was given to me by God and a bear at the Virginia Fascist Square Mall.
That's so true.
I'm capable of so much more, Dare, but that damn dirty clad cat.
This isn't even a good Christian impression.
Some days
That's
I
the part
feel
that like
so
actually is
alone I
making
could
me
cry,
angry
but
about
I
this.
Don't. I never do. Because what would be the point? Not a single person in the entire Charlottesville, Ruckersville area would buy me a new PS4 and PlayStation camera. Take it to your grave.
That was just the worst video ever. That just sucks.
Yeah, that was actually really bad.
That just sucks.
If you do, I'm probably gonna assume you're like working for them or something. Because why would you make a joke like that?
Free promo.
Thank you for the 10. Hold on.
I just came in to ask, why are you in a box?
I'm in a chest. Different.
I mean, a chest is a type of box.
Well, because people who like the Binding of Isaac like it when I'm in the chest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the entire thing.
Have fun with whatever this is, though. Just want to check in on you guys. Take it
Thanks,
easy.
bud. Appreciate it. All right. Live convoy, everyone.
Wow, Convoy's in there.
He was. All right. Can you do better? What does that mean? Could I do a better Christian impression? I could if I like tried, but not right now. I would need to like kind of like watch him for a while and figure it out, but I could eventually.
Disclaimer. Blah, 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 not officially affiliated with TADC, blah, blah, not canon, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, sorry, I skipped ahead. Sorry about that.
Just read it properly. Just give me that. I'll do it.
What? I literally was just... whatever.
Disclaimer. This video contains flashing lights and high contrast colors that might put a strain on some viewers' eyes. This is also a fan music video and not officially affiliated with Glitch Productions, Ghostworks, or the Amazing Digital Circus Show. It's especially, and this is the important part, not canon. So, please support the official release.
Well, Raggy, honestly, I'm floored.
Because they want me to be tortured.
Are you really still here watching that YouTube kid slop? Man, I really thought people would have better taste nowadays. Maybe you could waste your time doing something more mature, like taxes. But I know you won't.
What's got you fuming, buddy? What's got you raging, dude? Did something piss you off? You better learn to cope soon. This place eats jokes for breakfast. You'll need some thicker skin. Cause if you're angry now and then,
Am I supposed to like... Okay. Yes, They Call Me Sonic is also up $50.
Oh my god, someone please play that.
You do it.
Your entertainment, who even needs a clown?
Don't you have any other way of entertaining yourself?
Do I look
that
happy?
doesn't involve torturing people?
Do I look excited?
No.
Can you tell how excited I am? Do people actually like enjoy this stuff? How many views does this have? Like, surely people like... I guess people enjoy this for some reason.
So let me get this straight.
This has 46 million views.
Wait, let's hear her out. Got nothing here but time. Just let us in on what
Yeah.
will save us here. We miss a sign.
You hear that, audience? You're in for a show.
We're breaking numbers, but we're suffering though. And as you chuckle on your side of the screen, I think I'll join you giving a little beam. What is it? Are you crying from the jab to the side? Can't handle snide comments, looking to confide in Ragatha. Good luck with that to ya. I'm giving gold to those misfortunate enough to end up in a
Yes.
circus from a rancid purchase of a headset. Just my luck had gone and cursed us. You
I'm 10 years old and I love this. Get out of my stream.
So says my sign.
Kane, I think your stupid boombox is busted.
Get your Jack's toy, get a little laugh, boy. So you're not down to clown, well, I won't let that get me down. I'm your Jack's toy, have a little laugh, boy. I say I'm sorry, but it's not that kind of party. That's me.
This grooming animation was made for an amazing reason. True. That was so true. Please stay away from me. Just stay away from me, man. Yes, I just said that you could. So yes. That would be... When I tell you that you can do something, that is what that means. It does mean yes. Brony Pony Reacts, Gameoverse pilot.
You're forced to watch this now?
Hey everybody, Brandon Brony Pony here. As you can tell by the title, this is a blind reaction to the Gameoverse pilot. Yes, that's right. I'm blind reacting to the pilot of Gameoverse. I'm
Can
gonna
you
be
play it
honest,
again? I wasn't looking.
What did someone donate? Let me check.
This episode or this series seems a lot more interesting than Amazing Digital Circus. Maybe it's because I prefer 2D animation over 3D. That's just my personal opinion. I like
Well,
2D
fuck
animation
you,
more.
dude. You don't know anything.
Even though I'm kind of a hypocrite for
Fuck
saying
you,
that
I
'cause my
love
own series is
Pomni.
3D animated, but that's only because 2D animation is way too expensive and I can't. There's no way in hell I can afford 2D animation with how long that should take.
What?
But
You look tense, man. Smoke a pack of Pokemon cards.
Shoot.
Thank you so much for the 20.
Wait,
We'll do that.
You should do that while you're watching it so you don't have to watch it.
No.
Then it'll be awesome.
Then I'll get called a scammer.
Oh. That's
yeah.
What was that weird little pause there? What was that?
But
What was that sound? What was he doing there? He said... What was that weird little moaning sound?
yeah. I'm reacting to Gameover's pilot. I will admit this series seems a lot more. Yeah, I said that already. Yeah, this new series seems a lot more interesting than Amazing Digital Circus. I've not seen the Amazing Digital Circus, but I may do a blind reaction to those episodes as well. I have actually seen Vanamelon react to the Amazing Digital Circus.
Yeah.
You know, on her YouTube, I've seen like the first episode technically, but I'll still react to it eventually. But for now, I'm gonna react to the Gameoverse pilot.
Did he throw up in
maybe
his
if you guys
mouth?
want
I
me to
don't know.
react
It
to
kind
Amazing
of
Digital
feels like he
Circus,
did. It feels like he had some little spittle there. That's unfortunate.
just let me know and I will consider reacting to that once the final episode is finally out on YouTube. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's start. I will give commentary along the way, so let's see. Glitch.
Yep, that's the name of the company that made it. Yep.
See how this is gonna start.
We sure will, man. I don't understand. I've never understood like people who react to stuff like this. Like it's like, what are you adding? Genuinely, what are you adding? Why do people want to see people react to stuff like this? Never understood it. How many views does this have?
Dude, I don't understand.
It's from Spurk Spectating, so I mean, okay, 565 views.
Yeah, why do people want to watch that stuff? That's so stupid.
Dude, he actually has 14k subs. It's actually kind of insane. I would not have expected that. Hi, every pony. My name's Brandon, the Brony Pony of Brony Pony Productions. If you like audio dramas and general audio stories relating to My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, then you've come to the right place. Here on this channel, you'll find audio dramas and audio stories, with full sound editing done by yours truly, with free and paid voice actors. I also do character songs sometimes. I also have animated projects coming to the channel. So if you like cartoons like My Little Pony, Gravity Falls, and more, and want more new exciting stories from My Little Pony and other shows, then subscribe and hit that notification bell, because lots of audio content's coming to the channel, like our mini Brony Friendship Tale, a Human in Equestria series, animated in 3D, and EQG, Brony at Canterlot High, an Equestria Girls Isekai series. There's also Persona 5, The Phantom Thief from Another World, based on a popular JRPG, and Gravity Falls, Beyond the Rift. And then he's got all his donation links. Good for him, man. Good for him. I sure hope he's not a pedophile.
Starts with the sky.
No, it's
the city.
You two are our last hope.
Seems interesting.
This village is our home, and we'll protect it.
Okay.
Kit is a potential waifu choice, not gonna lie. And she's kind of attractive, so.
Did he just say that the cat was kind of attractive? Yep, he did. Okay.
She's badass too, damn.
She's badass too. You know what he's gonna be thinking about tonight as he's going to sleep. God. Okay.
She kind of sounds like Sunset, which I didn't expect. I expected her to sound more like Twilight. More high-pitched and nerdy sounding.
Immediately starts comparing the voice actors to My Little Pony. Great.
This honestly reminds me of Sonic a little bit.
Why does this remind you of Sonic? What are you even talking about? Why are people like this, where they just watch something and they're like, this is kind of like Sonic episode 35 of the like Sonic Boom series, where actually there's a character that's based on Christian. Did you know that? So this actually kind of reminds me of that. Like watching like the fucking like sex tape of Christian and his mother, and they're like, this actually kind of reminds me of Sonic Boom episode 3. So yeah, kind of reminds me of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. By the way, look at his targeted ad there. Look at that. Look at his targeted ad. That's interesting. Wonder what that means. Look at that targeted ad. You think this guy's a clopper? I bet this guy's a clopper.
That is an interesting... Whoa, that is an interesting looking villain.
Dude.
Whoa.
That is a freaking interesting looking villain, dude. Dude, we should react to the rest of this like we're doing like a...
Can we like find the original?
No.
Dude, we need to find the original reaction.
No, this is not what I gotta derail
No,
for.
we have to.
Okay, you can do that in your own time.
We have to.
Damn.
We really do.
Whoa, he freaking pulled out a map out of his...
She's definitely a badass.
They threw away the...
That's for sure. Ooh, cool. Sailor Moon style transformation. Except more robotic.
Sailor Moon type transformation, except it's more freaking robotic, actually, so... Huh. Hey, Lois, remember the time that the game girl transformed and it was kind of like Sailor Moon? Remember Sailor Moon?
You can pay $7 to skip this derail. But I'm a Jew about it, so you gotta do 2 separate if you want a new derail.
Nice. Epic transformation. Robot.
Spur says you can't because I said so. Okay.
Actually, it's like hot freaking robot.
Already, this seems better than Digital Circus from what I've seen in the first episode of Digital Circus. It seems way more interesting. But I'll still check out Digital Circus. Whoa, that's crazy.
We did it. We won.
Just full screen it.
Yeah, okay. Dude, thank God that 5 minutes into his reaction, he decided to full screen the video.
Whoa. I said, well, it's me.
I can't even tell what this guy's saying half the time.
It's not good. Oh no. Everything's being destroyed. Holy crap. This is so good so far.
This is so freaking good so far.
Whoa, everything just got Thanos snapped. Holy shit.
Everything just got freaking Thanos snapped, just like the freaking Marvel comics. Hey, Lois, remember the time that Thanos snapped his fingers and everything disappeared?
Everything got fucking Thanos snapped. Who's that? That looks like fucking Sephiroth.
Hey, Lois, remember when this guy kind of looked like Sephiroth from the freaking Final Fantasy games?
What? Here's the money to derail this derail.
Sorry, Spurg. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. But we do have this again, unfortunately. Can we at least watch, like, the other version of this? Like, the little remix? Can we watch the remix, at least? Because apparently there's, like, a remix of this. Where it's, like, evil or something. It's like Jack's Toy, like, evil version. Can we watch that? Or am I forced to watch this again? YouTube just gave me a notification that there's help out there. That's insane. What What were you saying? What did you say? Did you just say something about wanting to end your life or something? Like, what was that? I thought that there was like some evil version of Jack's toy. What? Okay, I guess it's not. I guess there is no evil version. Okay, whatever.
Disclaimer. Blah blah blah.
I'm gonna be honest, I just keep on like blocking it out of my memory.
Blah blah blah. Support the official release.
Jax, could you please just read it properly?
Ugh. Well, ZV paid $50 to watch this, so.
Disclaimer, this video contains flashing lights and high contrast colors that might put a strain on some viewers' eyes. This is also a fan music video and not officially affiliated with Glitch Productions, Ghostworks, or the Amazing Digital Circus Show. It's especially, and this is the important part, not canon.
It's not freaking canon. It's not freaking canon. It's not freaking canon. Just so you know, it's not freaking canon.
Well, Raggy, honestly, I'm floored.
He said floored because she fell on the floor.
Are you really still here watching that YouTube kid slop?
Not I don't want to.
Better taste nowadays.
Okay.
Maybe you could waste your time doing something more mature.
Aren't you like trans or something, Jax? Isn't that like the whole thing? You like churn out that you're trans and then you die? Isn't that the end of Amazing Digital Circus that hasn't come out yet but it got leaked? Spoilers. Ha.
What's got you fuming, buddy? What's got you raging, dude? Did something piss you off? You better learn to cope soon. This place eats
Haha.
for breakfast.
Coping and seething.
Thicker skin. 'Cause if you're angry now, imagine how you'll feel when you check your bedroom and it's crawling with snakes. When every step you take's a face full of rakes.
Just go around.
Even seats are threatening a certain sound.
Just go around. You'll have an easier time.
Your entertainment, who even needs
Are you leaving?
Don't you have any other way of entertaining yourself that doesn't involve torturing people?
No.
Get your Jack's toy, get a little laugh, boy. So you're not down to clown, well, I won't let that get me down. I'm your Jack's toy, have a little laugh, boy. I say I'm sorry, but it's not that kind of party.
Do you think that there are like people that like actually exist who like watch this and they're like,
Wait, please give me a second. So let me get this straight. The mini jester thinks there's a solution to our fate. Wait, let's hear her out. Got nothing here but time. Just let us in on what will save us here. We miss a sign.
You hear that, audience? You're in for a show.
We're breaking numbers, but we're suffering though. And as you chuckle on your side of the screen, I think I'll join you giving a little beam. What is it? Are you crying from the jab to the side? Can't handle snide comments, looking to confide in Ragatha. Good luck with that to ya. I'm giving gold to those misfortunate enough to end up in a circus from a rancid purchase of a headset. Just my luck had gone and cursed us. You wanna smile and ease your mind?
I don't want to smile. I can't smile. I genuinely can't smile. I genuinely like want to die right now.
Box is busted.
Get your Jack's toy, get a little laugh, boy. So you're not down to clown, well, I won't let that get me down. I'm your Jack's toy, have a little.
Do you think like these people like who watch this and like this are so autistic that like they don't even know how to dance? It's just like that thing where they're like kind of flailing around like.
What? You're never gonna believe this.
Dude, I just said that it goes up by 10, so like that's not enough. That's not enough. You gotta give 60 if you want it. Sorry. If you want it again, it's 60. Sorry, you're gonna have to give 10 more.
Jack's toy.
Like genuinely, like whoever made that, genuinely, like, dude, it's so annoying because I'm about to like cover allegations about them, and I don't even think this guy's guilty. But like, I genuinely, after watching this so many times, I genuinely want to like look at these allegations and be like, kill him, I hate him. I hate him, and he needs to die. And whatever he's accused of, he's completely guilty of, and he needs to die. He needs to die.
What?
Okay.
Wow, okay.
All right, well, let me open this pack first, because that's the first derail I got. All right. Might actually get a freaking pull here. All right. We've got Steel Energy, QR Code, Ferroseed, Litleo. What is that? Is that a pack rat? Watchog Evolution. We've got a Octopi. We've got a Ferrothorn. We've got a Claydol. We've got a Deoxys. I think we've gotten a Deoxys every single time we've opened a pack. We've got a, what is this? What is that? Finnegan. We've got a Finnegan. Oh, and a Delphox. And what is this? I think that's the last card. Oh, it's a Mega Floette EX. Mega Floette EX. Okay, probably not a chase there. Still cool looking. It's cool how it's got these little shining little doodads here. That's kind of nice. It's kind of fun, right? Whew. All right.
Disclaimer. Blah, 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 not officially affiliated with TADC, blah, blah, not canon, blah, blah, blah. Support the official release.
Jax!
Jax!
Read it properly.
Just read it properly.
Just give me that. I'll do it.
What? I literally was just... Whatever.
Disclaimer. This video contains flashing lights and high contrast colors that might put a strain.
Do you think I could, like, say that I got a seizure and I, like, almost died and I can, like, sue them? Can I sue this guy? Even though I think he's, like, innocent of his allegations, can I just sue him, please?
On some viewers'
Maybe
eyes.
emotional distress, that might work.
This is also a fan music video and not officially affiliated with Glitch Productions, Ghostworks, or the Amazing Digital.
It's actually
Show.
not canon.
Especially, and this is the important part, not
canon.
So, please support the official release.
Well, Raggy, honestly, I'm floored.
Are you really still here watching that YouTube kid slop? Man, I really thought people would have better taste nowadays. Maybe you could waste your time doing something more mature, like taxes. But I know you won't.
What? I backwatched the Copefest section. I do prefer watching debates structured more like how Cobra stated, but they're typically done by apologists who share arguments beforehand to ensure fair presentation of each other. Cont.
Yeah. No, that's true. Thank you for the 20. I just knew that he would be very, I knew that he would be very, very deceptive about it. So that's why I wasn't about to let that happen. I knew he'd manipulate it.
What? Gooseworks is the Oppenheimer of indie animation. Derail in CS.
That's so true. Thank you, Kitty.
What's got you fuming, buddy? What's got you raging, dude? Did something piss you off? You better learn to cope.
Dude, literally, this is my impression of the people who enjoy this song. I can't do that. That was fucked up. That's fucked up. I'm just getting angry, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I'm getting just angry at this point.
When every step you take's a face full of rakes. When even seats are threatening a certain sound. You're entertainment.
Oh my god. Who bothered? Who bothered?
Do you have any other way of entertaining yourself that doesn't involve torturing people?
No.
What? How much for Skip?
$40 more. Or $50 more. Because it was, he paid $60 just to get me to watch this.
Wait, please give me a second.
He shake his booty.
The mini jester thinks there's a solution to our fate. Wait, let's hear her out. Got nothing here but time. Just let us in on what will save us here. We miss a sign.
You hear that, audience? You're in for a show.
We're breaking numbers, but we're suffering though. And as you chuckle on your side of the
Shut up, Speed Racer.
I think I'll join you giving a little beam. What is it? Are you crying from the chat to the side? Can't handle snide comments, looking to confide in Ragatha. Good luck with that to ya. I'm giving gold to those misfortunate enough to end up in a circus from a rancid purchase of a headset. What?
Can you listen to the Jack's Toy reprise? It's different to this one.
And ease your mind and lighten up. So says my sign.
Kane, I think your stupid boombox is busted.
Get your Jack's toy, get a little laugh, boy. So you're not down to clown. What?
Skip, common ye men with jobs. Pitch in.
You just got skipped. That Jack's Toy reprise is skipped now. Fuck you. Alright.
I love that. I love that video.
JakeNeutron's fucking guilty. JakeNeutron's 100% fucking guilty. I swear to God. Genuinely swear to God. He's fucking guilty. I don't care. I genuinely don't even fucking care anymore. Like, I actually don't fucking care anymore. Like, I just... He's guilty. Yep. Alright, let's see. Let's see this. This is the other derail we got that isn't GVs. So... Dead by Daylight Jaws concept. Okay. That might be cool. I guess. I've never even played Dead by Daylight, dude.
What?
Can you listen to Abstraction by KittenSneeze?
Bruce would move with his own pool of water. He'd be much smaller in game, only outlining his body. Sure, buddy. The idea that the entity's creating a pocket dimension for him to move in. Sure, man. Okay. It feels like a stupid idea. Okay. I mean, it's interesting. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like it would only work on like maps where the water's everywhere. Like maybe if they could do like flooding every time somebody chooses him or something. I don't know.
But we've talked about Jaws.
I was actually thinking, like,
how do you do Jaws in DBD? And it's not impossible.
I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
We're almost there, guys. We're almost there, guys. That's so true. So this is the other person who's getting allegations. And I feel like by the end of this, I'm going to be glad that they are, to be honest. Huh. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Genuinely, thank you so much, dude. You have no idea how much you mean to me right now. You truly have no idea how much you mean to me. I genuinely can't put it into words. How much you mean to me. Okay. Let me swallow my bite so I'm not being rude. You should have got an Ace on for this topic. He's not available right now. I tried.
What? Don't skip, we're listening to Abstraction.
That's how much I respect you right now. Oh my god, what is this? What the fuck is this, dude? Thank you.
Skip.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Let me finish this bite of pizza and we'll get into the doc. Oh, I really appreciate you. How much to permaban Z?
What? Please can we listen to Abstraction, You Can't Stop Me.
Thank you.
Very funny, I'll pass on this adventure. Are you sure? Can't you see? She's fine. I will lose my mind. I don't need your dumb distractions. She's no abstraction. She's fine. I will lose my mind. You won't get the satisfaction. I'm no abstraction. No.
Yeah! Yeah! This is awesome.
Hey, Bunny, you okay? You're looking rough today.
Well, that's a nice say.
Oh, sorry.
I stare into the mirror and repeat till I believe she's fine. I will lose my mind. I don't need your dumb distractions. She's no abstraction. She's fine. I will lose my mind. You won't get the satisfaction. I'm no abstraction.
Oh, can't you see that we are your new family? We
Yeah.
will keep you sane and strong. If you break, don't let it start shake. There's more that you can take, so please don't let me be wrong.
Every day and every night it all turns out the same. So why waste time with friends to play when I can escape pain? I cannot eat, I cannot sleep. I have a mouth, but I can't scream loud enough to change the scenery inside of this machinery. A polygonal prison made of 1 and 0 digits, and I wonder if that's all I am. This form that I've been given, or my mind is in a coma, and this nightmare will preserve it. Maybe this is all the time. Maybe somehow I deserve it. And the hopping fly inside my head. I'm
I'm dying! It's because I'm dying. Because I haven't even gotten to start the fucking stream. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? Who put him in the dance circle? What is this?
Your car catch on fire from the fluid from the power. I hope you never find out who your baby for. And I hope you know I'm serious, I can't make this up. Bitch, I hope your brother fuck your sister and get a full of.
I love how at the end I just looked genuinely like so defeated and sad. That's really awesome. That's really, really awesome. Was it worth it? Not really. Not really. No, actually, no, it was. It was, I guess. It was. You know, it's about the friends we make along the way, not about the times I want to die, okay? It's about the friends we make along the way. Let's be real. All right. Let's get into it, shall we? Some things will be given extra context, as well as dates of when everything happened. The issue is pretty complicated as a lot of it's been deleted, and some things happened in a span of only a few days, but we hope that this document is understandable enough. Everything in this document is alleged, and future information may be added. Zoom in a little bit for you guys. There you go. In this document, we don't need the intro. It's fine. Do not harass anybody involved. Classic. Okay. Sure. Okay. Whatever. This section will go over KittenSneeze's old controversies, mostly to do with JakeNeutron. Things such as their allegations towards each other and deleted tweets will be included. Okay. What?
What? Can we listen to Loser, Baby Jackson, Pomnivere by KittenSneeze?
Yeah, later. We're going over the document now. We can do it in between stuff. All right, but I'm not doing that right now. You see this? Okay. Oh, so I guess bigotry is part of the past controversy. KittenSneeze is perhaps most infamously known for her drawing herself and her friend in Nazi uniforms, as well as using racial slurs, apparently. So, I've been told that this actually occurred when she was a minor. That's what I heard. I heard that this was drawn when she was a minor. I just don't know if I really care. Like, she drew this as a minor. I mean, I wouldn't care either way, let me be very clear. But, like, dude, she drew it as a kid. Like, who cares? You know? I need the pass. Say it, please. Given. Who is the inward cat? Whoa, whoa. Inward cat. European, my brain. Jake's brain, African. I mean, at least the brains look the same. That's not very racist. Like, inward. I don't eat anyone's food. I barely have an appetite. Guacamole, inward penis. Konnichiwa, inward chan. Inward. Ahahaha. There is no clear date on when the Nazi art was drawn, as the age of KittenSneeze has said she was changed depending on which apology you read. As for her saying the N-word, she would have been around 18 to 19 years old in 2020. I don't care. I don't care. Can you jack TMs for me? Not right now. Nope, unless if you pay me an exorbitant amount, then sure, but nope. Nope. Otherwise, nope. Unless it's a fucking, like, literal emergency. Nope. There's also this post that she made during the rise of the BLM movement. If you think every single cop is bad and deserves to die or a part of the ACAB bullshit, unfollow me right now. Lamau. Okay. Am I supposed to be angry about this? Like, she literally has Black Lives Matter in her name. So she thinks that Black Lives Matter, she's just not okay with saying that all cops are bastards. Is that so evil? Is that horrible? Is that evil? I don't understand. It's okay, ZB. We just need to get the show on the road. It's more about that. Around February 2021, the KittenSneeze made a document against JakeNeutron, 106 pages to be exact. While a lot of it may leave out information, as well as general consensus being that she lied about being groomed by JakeNeutron, there's things in the document worth mentioning. Arguably the most important being screenshots of the JakeNeutron allegedly protecting his rapist friend and gaslighting the victim into believing they weren't raped. A direct quote from Jake is, all the victim got was fingered. The victim is the real monster here. All the victims' names have been blurred out in the document for safety. The document is in question right here. Make sure that it actually correctly loads here. We're not reading a 106-page document. I just want to go ahead and make that clear. So apparently, yes, yeah. So this is just like contextualizing who people are. So apparently, this Logan guy is supposedly a rapist. On New Year's Day, December 31st, 2019 to January 1st, 2020, Blank was raped by Blank current boyfriend Logan. After the event occurred, Logan was sobbing and pleading guilty to the accusations, and Blank was too traumatized to say anything in the moment. Person A and I were both involved in the situation and were absolutely mortified. We did not know what happened exactly. We could not believe Logan would do something like this, but I knew that Blank would not lie about this given that we were friends for 6 years. I mean, that's just not true, but okay. Logan's confession and usage of slurs. Let's see. For some reason, when we woke up, Blank's pants were unzipped. So I'm scared that we did something really not good. Like, how were her pants unzipped? I feel disgusted right now. Like, I feel like throwing up just thinking about the possibility of touching her. Other thing was, she woke up bleeding, and that's not from the time of the month. I feel like I'm gonna vomit. If I did touch her, I don't know what I'd fucking do. How am I supposed to face her after something like that? So he doesn't even know if he, like, did anything? Okay. That is the whole truth, and I'm sorry about the cut. I assumed you moved around while my finger was still in there, and my nail scratched you. I didn't do anything else, I swear. When you wake up, please message me back. I'm so scared right now. If you do go to the police, don't press charges, although your family will. I plead with you to have them not. Please don't go to the cops. I'll do anything. I have so much more to do and give. I can't go to jail. I'm only getting checked. They're going to ask you who did it. They're going to run tests to find any DNA, question you more. And if they have a name, whether from you or the DNA test, they'll find that person and take them to jail wait for their day in court, which could be up to a month, then sentence them. Since I used my fingers, I'm sure they'll find DNA. So basically, I'm fucked and I'm going to jail. I just want to let you know it's not your fault if you decide to go to the cops. Through all of this stress, though, I have remembered what happened, but I don't think you'll believe what I say. Let's hear. This is the full story, though. I don't know what to say, but that's it. What I told you is the entire thing. With time, we'll get a resolution, but for now, we have to be patient. Also, by definition, I did, because you can't consent if you're intoxicated. I hate that this is the truth, but by law, I am a rapist. Okay, can we actually see the full story, though? Because I feel like this could be like a muddy consent situation. Unless, I mean, like, it's a little deceitful that we're not getting the full story here. But okay. Not sure how I feel about that. Official police report. Blank and I responded to Blank in order to conduct an interview with suspect Logan. Blank. Upon arrival, he agreed to speak with us. During the interview, he admitted to consuming a significant amount of the alcohol with the victim and digitally penetrating her. Logan explained that he used to date Blank and she had kissed him at midnight as it was New Year's Eve, and he did not realize Blank was not awake when he digitally penetrated her. For complete details, please review the recorded interview as it's been copied onto a disc and entered into evidence. So, okay, so they both got super drunk? Well, then that's like a muddy consent thing. If they're both super drunk and he barely remembered what happened, that's like a muddy consent thing. It would be much more clear-cut if, like, you know, only one party was drunk, right? But if they're both like trashed, then no, that's a little bit, there's more nuance to that, right? I think that this kid is like getting freaked the fuck out, and like he is, you know, there's a significant thing to be said about like this culture in which just everybody thinks that they're a rapist, because this is kind of the culture that a lot of people are getting raised in right now. If they're very like, what's it called? Like addicted to the internet when they're children, they get raised into this environment where they think that like awkward sexual encounters or muddy consent encounters or like times where, you know, two people get drunk and they do some things that they regret is automatically rape. And that's just not a fact. That's just not how this works. You know, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. We need to be having like conversations about this kind of thing. Because if we don't, this kind of thing's just going to continue happening. Right? So, homie, she's whatever this is. Oh my gosh. Well, keep making her drink water. See if you can she can eat anything. Thank you for keeping her safe. Hey, this is Logan. I'm sorry I gave her whiskey. Fran and I are making sure that she doesn't do anything bad. She eats some chips and I'm having her sit down to cool off. Hey, it's alright, stuff happens. I appreciate you keeping her safe and making sure she's hydrated and have food. However, later that night, Person A began conspiring against Blank and trying to find a way to prove Logan's innocence, despite Logan himself confessing. Person A was extremely protective of Logan despite being a rapist. Logan was their friend and also somebody who had previously had very intense feelings for. Reflecting on the situation, I should have seen that Person A's defense was purely out of misogyny and favoritism. I mean, I don't know about that. It sounds like it was muddy consent. Right? It's a huge overcorrection. Right. Well, exactly. Aurism, did she sexually assault him for kissing him because they were both drinking? Exactly. Right? Like, I mean, this is the problem with stuff like this. I mean, what really happened is just like a, you know, a very like muddy water consensual encounter where both of them were trashed. They shouldn't have done anything, but something happened like it sometimes does. And, you know, I would say that that's a no fault kind of situation, right? Stuff like that happens sometimes. Right? Especially if you're both trashed, then absolutely, right? Drunk banging with sharp nails sounds like a bad idea. I mean, yeah, if you're trashed, though, it's not like you're thinking about what you're doing. You know what I mean? It just goes to show that even more. Evidence of Person A's confrontation where he victim blamed and gaslighted about the incident. This was me hoping you'd show an ounce of responsibility for the pain you've caused after a month to recognize the pain you've been through. Me and Fran got dragged into this mess because both of you betrayed our trust. We trusted you guys to be responsible and you did the worst case scenario and we had to lie and stay silent for you. When you vanished for mental health and wanting a new start, we couldn't have that. We couldn't just forget. We had no therapy or anything. I've had nightmares almost every other night. Thought of you and missing all of us encroach on my silent thoughts. Seeing pictures of you trigger me and send me in anxiety spells. This is not mentioning Logan. For Logan, you have encroached on his boundaries and been inappropriate with him. All while he was uncomfortable and heartbroken. All this while having a boyfriend who knows how much he knows about you snuggling up on Logan whenever we all slept over. You even by definition assaulted him that night and won't take responsibility because you plead you don't remember it. That's true. That's true. I mean, this is what Aurism was saying earlier. During this period between January 2020 and August 2020, Logan then got into a contact with a minor who was 15 and he was 18 turning 19. I will refer to this minor as Shelly to protect their identity. Between these months, Logan engaged in sexual conversations with Shelly and vocalized his plans to get in a relationship with her. Many people, including myself, witnessed this during calls where he would say things like, I'll use your pigtails as handlebars to her, or made blatant pedophile jokes despite the fact that he was actively child grooming. Yeah, I mean, that's a really cooked age gap there, obviously. Why not start with that? You know, the muddy consensual encounter, I mean, that's one thing, but like, this is really bad, right? I mean, it depends on, like, obviously, were there just jokes made, or was this an active sexual relationship that was being engaged in, right? I mean, that's kind of the biggest question. People want you to practice abstinence without saying abstinence because it's religious context, but the thought process is the same. You're being punished for having the wrong sex. That's true. That's right. So this is a confession, I guess. I've talked to people about this. I've gotten help concerning the blank situation. I realized what I did was pedophilic. I never had any intention to hurt her, but I did. I have to live with that reality that I participated in grooming. So, I mean, what did he actually do, though? I do agree that I let people get away with things when I'm romantically attracted to them.
What? I'm gonna dip, chat. I'll be here Friday. Saluting face, saluting face, saluting face, saluting face.
Alright, bye, buddy. Alright, see you later. Okay.
Goodbye,
I'm just reading this because I'm just seeing if anything relevant is actually said here, or if it's just a bunch of like, I'm sorry. Keep in mind, blank using him was just displaying the same level of affection he did with all of his friends, including me. This is never an excuse or justification for rape. I mean, I don't think he ever said anything about it being a justification. He also said that what he's alleging here, and this is back to the fingering thing, I want to get better, but I don't know how. Addressing the blank thing one more time, she moved my hands to both places. Yes, like I told you, and I told the detectives that came to my house, I never asked her for her consent. I feel terrible about what I've done. I deleted, or I detest it with all my being. I don't socially drink anymore because of it, only with family. I can never take back what I did to her. It was not right, whether she was aware of it or not. So apparently, like, according to him, according to his own testimony, she moved his, like, hands into that, that region, right? So I mean, what's the issue, right? Like, I mean, it's like a sexual encounter that both of them regretted. Both of them were like passed out drunk, So I don't know what to say. Keep in mind, using him was just displaying the same level of affection that they did with all their friends, including me. This is never an excuse or justification. Yeah, whatever. He also vented to his minor friend Loon about how he was in fear for his life, essentially guilt-tripping the people around him. So where is this whole thing about the grooming? I don't understand. Is there any evidence for this? I would need to see so much more evidence to actually, like, take this. Right? I don't understand. I do not understand. While people in this group confronted him on it and ordered him to stop the behavior, he did not stop. The conversations persisted as did the jokes, and Shelly was being groomed in front of us. Okay, so I don't understand. Okay, and then now this person, I guess this is made by KittenSneeze. Even though person A was someone who manipulated and groomed me, I confided into them during this time. So I think that person A is JakeNeutron. So KittenSneeze is alleging that JakeNeutron groomed them, but they're friends now, by the way. So, I mean, this was 6 years ago, and it's just being dredged up, by the way. The result of me voicing my concerns was once again blatant gaslighting and defending Logan's behavior. As drama started resparking this year, Blake confronted Logan about the police report in which he actively lied to a police officer about the relationship status to deflect relationship or rape allegations. Let's see. I don't understand how that's lying about the relationship at all. They used to date. And then, so his response, what the fuck is wrong with you? You never dated? I asked you out and you said yes, so I'm pretty sure that means we dated. It might not have been for long, but I'm not lying unless you forgot. Lol, I said give me a month. You lied to the police. I then friend-zoned you. You got depressed. No, I asked you out after that, about 2 or 3 weeks. And you said it could be official. Then you went to the thing because of your mental health and started talking to Blank again and then friend-zoned me. That is what happened. Okay. Stupid. Okay. We never dated. I was physically involved with Blank at the time, if we're being honest. You made me feel bad for it, and so I baby you, but I was never yours. You cannot tell me if we dated or not. That's, okay, but from how, if that's how you saw it, I get it. But from my perspective, we were going out. My bad. I didn't realize you were just taking pity on me. Fair enough. If she never communicated that, that's on her. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth, right? Like, stuff like this is just, like, insane to me. I mean, why are we punishing people for communication mishaps, right? Why are we punishing people for not understanding, like, communication, right? That's where I get I get angry, I get confused, I get frustrated, right? Why are we punishing people for having communication mishaps, right? Do not understand it. Genuinely don't. It is important that people are made aware of the dangers of this individual. In most cases, sexual offenders and rapists are let off without consequence. In a group protecting Logan, the odds of them being proper justice are slim. This context is very important in understanding Blank Blank's motivations and a series of pathological lies. Previously, when Logan and I were still mutuals, I separated due to his actions. He was very much against Blank's behavior towards me. He recognized what they were saying were as lies, as well as that person A was lying about their situation with me. Sorry to bring down the mood, but apparently Blank out here talking to my girlfriend and convincing her that Fran is a manipulative abuser. And is going after Blank, who came out about her abuser. I can't wish this shit, honestly. I mean, this is just, like, so, like, useless, right? So what's the rest of this? What is this? So some person, like, harassed your girlfriend or something. Okay, so I mean, I think that whole Logan thing was the only really relevant thing to now, and then the rest of it's just like a normal Google Doc of, like, various bullshit that doesn't really matter. I mean, it's important to note that I'm pretty sure KittenSneeze made this when she was 18. That doesn't make up for it or make it okay, but it, like, you know, it just goes to show that she was clearly pretty immature around this time, and her and JakeNeutron, at the very least, I'm not sure about her and Logan, but her and JakeNeutron are friends again, so I mean, to me, it just goes to show that she changed her mind about all of this, and it's kind of getting dredged up without her actually wanting it to. But that's my interpretation. We'll read more. We'll see. So, okay. I was trying to keep JakeNeutron anonymous in my beware. I don't have to protect his actions anymore. Person A in this document is JakeNeutron. He is a rape groomer apologist and a groomer himself. Please read this document. He gave her permission to say the slurs, as some POC don't care when they get permission, as I've heard, and then claim she's racist. That's hypocritical. I can confirm any usage of slurs was consensual on his behalf, or was a message that they edited of me saying for laughs. He only began screenshotting and twisting that when I cut him off. I have tons of proof of him giving passes and saying he knew I wasn't racist. What else we got? You didn't need to involve Jake in any of this. That's not true. I protected him originally, but his involvement was crucial, so I left it in censored evidence. I wanted to help my friends. He immediately jumped to Twitter and used my name and called me dangerous. Yeah, because you were attacking his friends and trying to drag him down. I would do the same. And again, in the overall of everything, you didn't need to involve Jake in any of this. That was between that girl and that guy. Jake had nothing to do with it, but you put him in the middle. I wasn't attacking him whatsoever. His friends were stalking and attacking me for nearly a year after separation. I tried privately to sort it out on multiple occasions, only to get blackmailed or harassed once more. I tried to give him anonymity, but he outed himself. And then someone else says, stop fucking lying, you don't know shit about grooming, you were both minors and roughly close to the same age. In terms of manipulation, you were the biggest manipulator here. He continued to draw NSFW of his minor friends after turning 18. Regardless of this fact, defending and supporting someone who has undeniably groomed a 15-year-old as an adult does not make you better. I originally did not name drop him, but he outed himself, and that's not my fault. Now, guess what the age gap was between JakeNeutron and KittenSneeze? Because KittenSneeze around this time was alleging that Jake was a groomer and groomed KittenSneeze. Guess what the age gap was from everything I know? I want guesses in chat. I want guesses in chat, alright? Give me guesses in chat. We got a year. We got 2 years tops. 1.5, 2, 6 months. If you said less than a year, ding, 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 you're right. It was 17 and 18. 17 and 18. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? Thoughts? Thoughts? You didn't need him to be in the scrap at all. You didn't need to mention anything with him since the situation had nothing to do with him. It's not my job to defend anybody's grooming behavior. I mean, so, essentially, this is just like talking about, like, you know, him defending Logan, which I think he has every right to do. Because, again, it sounded like it was a muddy consensual encounter. Okay. Defending rape and victim blaming. All right, so this is where he supposedly defends Logan here. Which, again, I think he should. Alright, I feel gross in saying this, but all Blank got was fingered. She wasn't used. Logan was. Her boundaries were pushed once. His were pushed all the time. This isn't a contest of who hurt, who worse, but from an outside perspective looking in, Blank is the monster in this situation. Now, let me be clear, I don't think that you should be villainizing either side. I think that this should be, like, talked about as something that both parties regretted. Now, was there some manipulation from the woman's side? It does kind of seem that way because of the fact that, you know, if it's true that she potentially got into a relationship with this guy and then never told him that she was only doing it out of pity and expected him to know that, that's pretty manipulative, right? On top of that, if this kiss actually happened and she refuses to even, like, let there be a possibility that it did, that's pretty fucked up as well. To go as far as to say that she's a monster, I don't know about that. I don't know if she was the one pushing these allegations or if they were KittenSneeze themselves. I'm not sure about all of that, so I would need to know more before I go to such strong verbiage. I think the best way to go about this would just be to say that this was like some kind of, you know, it's an unfortunate thing that happened that both parties regret, and, you know, it happened because they were both really drunk. It doesn't make either person a monster. It doesn't make either person an evil person. It happens all the time. It's an unfortunate reality, right? So, let's see. Anyways, that's all the rambling I'm gonna do on this. I'm emotional. Sorry I spammed your phone. I just know that, like, if this were ever to come back up, it'd be hard to fight the truth. Oh, for the truth. I don't know. I don't think it'll happen. It's just me being paranoid. I can't imagine Blank wanting to. Yeah, that also scares me. That I don't know those people and their level of judgment. I'm afraid of them somehow hyping her into something drastic, which it sounds like happened, right? But at the same time, I don't see Blank letting them cause that drastic thing would take a lot of effort, because I know that she's been too lazy and anxious to do that in the past, right? Yeah, I doubt that she wants this to be public. I just hate that if she were to do this, it would be stuck in our careers forever. Yeah, I mean, like, I stand by everything that I just said. Really poor choice of words there, though. Really, really poor choice of words there. It would be stuck in our careers forever. Not great, not great, not great. Also, if KittenSneeze had such a problem with this, why didn't she push back against him, right? Is she alleging it's because she was groomed at the time? I don't know. Because she doesn't seem like she cared at all, right? Grooming defense. It was me, Blank, and it made me uncomfortable because the joke wasn't too Blank, and Blank clearly didn't like the joke either. So it seemed like a joke in very poor taste on Logan's end, and everyone kind of went... Okay, so essentially these grooming allegations are just about a joke. If we don't get more info on that, that's what I'm going to be treating this as. If we don't get more evidence or info, that's what I'm going to be treating it as. I'm going to be taking it as I get the evidence itself, right? Yeah, Logan's been making those kind of jokes for years now. It makes you want to bop him, but typically the point of the joke is it's ridiculous and fictional. Most you can do is stop joking about that, bro. Someone's going to believe you or whatever. Well, don't joke about that. I mean, it's a little deeper than that, right? Don't ever make sexual jokes with minors, right? When you're an adult, don't ever make sexual jokes with minors. Probably just don't talk to minors, right? That's the safest thing you can do. You know, it's something that, you know, the only time I'm ever really talking to a minor is on stream when I'm interviewing somebody that is very pertinently related to a case, and I'm not, you know, I have never found a circumstance in which I would ever interview somebody below the age of 16. That's just my personal, like, thing, but, you know, I don't ever see a reason to do that. So I've never interviewed somebody below the age of 16. I never intend to. You know, since I, you know, came back. Might have been somebody younger that I interviewed before I came back, like back in the Jonkler era, but that was very irresponsible of me, and I that's just not a behavior that I would ever repeat, right? Like, I think generally there is no reason to have somebody who can't even drive a car be making allegations, or be on a live stream that is for adults making allegations. I just don't think it's a good situation ever. But anyways, KittenSneeze response to this. Yeah, it was especially because, well, that was it. It wasn't fictional sentiment. This was after we got on his case for liking someone underage, so it was like, why? Chris does these jokes, but they're related to race, and I want him to stop because one day I'll do it on speaker. Yeah, he specifically shouldn't be making jokes about liking underage girls just cuz. The events with Blank were super recent and made me and Blank super uncomfortable because it caused a big stink in chat. So obviously people aren't going to receive the joke well coming from him. I'm more just tired of the edgy jokes. Like, even the F-slur jokes are just annoying to me now because I've come to realize how many homophobic people there are close by just through Facebook. Though I guess I'm also just tired about lingering on the Blank Logan thing too, since I'm already emotionally fatigued and it was never really that big of a thing, and certainly isn't now. Logan making a pedo joke just is typical. Yeah, but he shouldn't be doing it around a minor, right? Like, I mean, it's very, very simple, right? You should not be doing that, right? Would I interview the Rizzler? Yeah, if I did a super softball interview, but I don't think I would do it on a live stream. And I especially don't think I would do it on this platform, to be honest. I feel like it would be kind of irresponsible for me to do it on this platform. Because, I mean, let's face it, guys. Like, I mean, this platform that I've cultivated, it's edgy. People say a lot of, like, very rude, stuff that kids should not be seeing, right? Like, I think we can all agree with that, right? Which is why I avoid it in the first place. So, having friend groups like this has to be tiring. I completely agree. That's how I feel anytime I see this stuff. I genuinely feel so bad for anybody who's terminally online, and growing up, like, in this day and age. It has to suck, man. Anybody in the generation below us, like, it just has to suck, man. I couldn't imagine it. I really couldn't. I don't have an issue with the F-slur jokes as long as the people making them are gay, because then it doesn't feel impactful. But if it makes you uncomfortable, you should ask them not to make them towards you. Because Chris called me a D-word, D-slur for, lesbian once, and I was like, full pause, and my head was like, yeah, I never said that was okay. Whoa! NSFW of minors. What? Men, it's impossible for women to have muscles like that. Women. Abby was just a terrible character to use physically. She was not attractive at all. Okay. JakeNeutron and Kitten's friendship had a massive power imbalance. He was older, she was younger, and looked up to him. This led to him being able to draw non-consensual NSFW of their persona on multiple occasions when she was 15. Okay, well, that's already deceptive because, again, it's a 1-year age gap, so he would have been 16 when she was 15. I mean, is it bad to draw NSFW of somebody if it's unconsensual? I mean, that's true regardless of age, right? It's even worse when it's like a kid's, like, OC, right? Obviously, like, that's not going to be disputed here. But that being said, okay, like, I don't know. It's 2 kids, right? The NSF or the aspect of not getting consent for doing it is pretty rough, obviously. Like, that's not good. But I don't know what else you want from me on that, Wait, what was that last part? As well as other minor friends, he also would publicly send porn and NSFW content in a public server full of minors. Well, if this was around this time when she was 15, he would have been 16. So he also would have been a kid. That's just being reckless and irresponsible, right? Like, I mean, that's just, you shouldn't be doing that, right? As a kid, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be, like, this is, again, just the terrible part about being a minor on the internet. You should not be a minor terminally online. When I have kids, right, whether I adopt them or I have, whatever ends up happening in terms of that, I want to eventually have at least one kid, right? Not anytime soon, to be clear, but, like, I do, right? And, he or she or they or them or whatever the fuck they are they're, I'm just gonna give he as a hypothetical here, and my kid's gonna be named Najambaway. okay? Najamboy would never be on the internet, okay? Like, he would be on the internet, but, like, I am not letting him be fucking, you know, terminally online, right? He's gonna have hobbies, he's gonna have actual stuff that he does, he's gonna touch grass all the time. This is not gonna be it, man. Like, I'm saving him here. Because, I mean, Jesus. I don't have to protect his, okay, sure. He's a predator who protects, rapists. I was a victim to his abuse for nearly a decade, and he's accusing me of being dangerous to protect himself from his friends. Please block and report. So here's one of his responses. Let's clear up some misconceptions. 1, I don't want KittenSneeze taken down and especially not harassed. If anything, I want her to take responsibility for her behavior and address it and take a break from the internet. Don't compare my call out to be like hers. 2, I cut her off, not the other way around. She was yelling at me and I realized she was doing the same thing she does in every drama and I blocked her everywhere. I blocked her as she was talking. I'll go into detail about this behavior soon, don't worry. I'm combating the misinfo right now because I see a bunch of people trying to state the opposite, which makes sense because she did the same thing. And even though I convinced a whole friend group I was blaming her for she convinced a whole friend group that I was blaming her for plans falling apart when I never did. I can't wait to dive into this later. And the next one, KittenSneeze isn't doing this for racist reasons. She's doing this to squash criticism of her. Let's understand the timeline here. KittenSneeze was called out for racism in 2020, and then again in 3 days later. Okay. The document begins floating around Twitter on January 28th, 2021, and KittenSneeze starts messaging mutuals, warning them on February 16th, 2021 about it and trying to tell them it's full of lies, which is cap since she discussed it with folks who made it and admitted fault in the call. So with all this pressure being called out specifically for racist art, language, and trying to bury it, on February 20th, so 4 days later, around noon, she posts a massive beware on the people calling her out and people adjacent, at first leaving my name out. But then I spoke up at 2:30 p.m. About her behavior and being critical of her deflections and dodging responsibility, among other things she's done to me personally that were very serious. And then we have, in response, KittenSneeze switches gears and attacks me too, 306. Kitten publicly drags me into it and pushes hard on it, even trying to start a hashtag. Yeah, which is, I mean, seemingly pretty malicious there. And on top of that, I just don't understand this because, you know, why are we not showing the images that he's showing, right? Like, I feel like that's, if we're going to be above board here, we should show the images that he's showing. Now, obviously, I think these Twitter threads are deleted because, again, these allegations are 6 years old at this point and have all pretty much just been wiped, right? Like, nobody cares about them anymore. They're just being revived because people want to call out KittenSneeze and people want to call out JakeNeutron. That is the only reason, right? Which is bullshit. It's bullshit. If both parties no longer care about it, then it shouldn't be a problem, right? I mean, it's that simple. It's that simple, in my opinion. I think that's how simple it is, right? So, me and my brother's rules growing up is that we could play games and go on websites, but nothing vulgar and no adding people or talking to people that we didn't know IRL. There you go. That's good. Apparently, guys, okay. I'm not getting into that. I don't want to even think about that. That's not how I feel. But okay. This document begins floating around on Twitter. KittenSneeze starts mute. Okay, so we read that part. So with all the pressure being called out specifically. Okay, so I already read that. I already read that as well. Okay. In response, KittenSneeze switches gears and attacks me too. She publicly drags me into it and pushes hard on it, even trying to start a hashtag. Already read that. Can we talk about that during Black History Month? This white creator is trying to slander and attack multiple black creators like blank and blank and I, in response to being called out for racism. Okay, I mean, come on, like, okay, that's stupid reason, but okay. For what reason does she have to bring other people's drama into public eye, to drag multiple people at once, misusing heavy buzzwords? It's to control a narrative, to try to stay in the right, like I said. There are things in the past that I've done that you should be critical of me for, and I will address it because that's deserved. But understand that KittenSneeze is the one being extremely manipulative and skating around her own actions. Blanket also recently done a thread and document discussing the situation and defending themselves. I recommend those wanting to stay informed to also check out their side. And I don't know who that is, but apparently they made a thing. JakeNeutron posted a counterdoc against KittenSneeze, accusing them of abuse, blackmail, slander, and harassment. According to Jake, KittenSneeze had not only tried to get them removed from projects and blocked by associates, but he also provided evidence of KittenSneeze going as far as to reach out to his own mother to force him to interact with her. I mean, that's insane. Obviously, yes. That is insane. Why the fuck should I care about this? I mean, you don't have to. Nobody's making you, buddy. Have fun outside. Additional tweets, the KittenSneeze. I mean, the only reason I care about this is because people are now trying to ruin both of these people's lives for things that both of them did and took back, right? KittenSneeze took back this document and is friends with JakeNeutron again. So I don't understand this at all, but yeah. Additional tweets KittenSneeze made about JakeNeutron where she accuses him of drawing NSFW minors and talking to minors in a sexually explicit way. I'm remaking a thread to compile everything in regards to holding Jake accountable for his past actions as well as a timeline. Here's the original document: grooming, rape, slurs, and pretty much everything else. JakeNeutron's behavior was a lost cause at this point. Things I've been silent about for years had to be shed light on. The first, Beware, was made then, spotlighting how he drew non-consensual NSFW art of minors, silenced victims, etc. He retaliated by saying that I was deflecting and lying. I've not lied about anything. People began accusing me of doing so. Even though I also acknowledged and apologized for wrongdoings multiple times and in the doc, he still thought it was a deflection. I don't know. Should we just, like, scroll through this other doc real quick? I feel like we should. Oh yeah, this is short. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but I just want to show you that there's stuff here. Wait, hold on. Okay. Okay, so we're not going to read any of this, but just to kind of show, like, what's going on in terms of, like, so there's clearly, like, screenshots of DMs here, and this is supposed blackmail. She attempted to threaten Jake into talking to her with info she thought she could use against her. Him, though the info was either twisted retellings or straight up lies. During this time, she was having a squabble with another by the name of Cosmic Verge, was extremely paranoid about their threats to expose and call her out. Despite me not being the reason that Cosmic Verge was upset with KittenSneeze, she must have assumed that yeah, whatever. So, this is kind of unimportant to the current story, but yeah. So, slander. Yeah, if anybody wants to actually read this document, you're more than free to. I'm not going to because it doesn't really have a ton of relevance here. So I'll go ahead and paste it in the chat if anybody actually wants to pursue it, though. Or I'll do even better. Let me do this. Let me do this here. There you go. That's the greater doc. If you want to, like, really go through it and, really analyze here. We're not going to be doing that today because a lot of this stuff is irrelevant to the current situation. So we read that part. She later clarifies that he did not sexually groom anyone. Okay, so then it's not even sexual grooming. It's a less than a 1-year age gap. So she's not even making claims that it was sexual grooming, but she is saying grooming. This is just insane, obviously. Like, these are bullshit. I want to reiterate, Jake did not sexually groom. He is not a pedophile. To say such is false. He did largely inappropriate and traumatizing things to many people, but sexual grooming was not part of that. However, he did gaslight and manipulate people with his platform to silence them. Whether it was malicious or not, it's what occurred. He apologized and addressed certain things in his YouTube video, but I'm not in a place to forgive or accept it. Manipulation is a large part of grooming. It is not always with the intent of sex. This is the definition from an organization dedicated to helping children who have been groomed. Nowhere does it state the intention has to be for sex. It shows this. The Wikipedia definition arguing differently, but this organization is more well-researched on the topic. Regardless, I did not accuse him of sexual grooming or pedophilia. I will not be stating any more on this as this video is out and my statements are out and this needs to end. So then they had a private feud from, I guess, a private server. Yeah, like a private work server, it seems. Sure. This section is very word-heavy. TLDR, KittenSneeze tries to explain to the members of the server that Jake's a groomer, but when her logic is questioned, she instantly goes back on her logic, saying calling him a groomer was mislabeling what he had done. She tries to manipulate a server full of adults into believing that she was a victim of a situation that she decided to publicly bring to light. By the end of the conversation, the members are still giving her step-by-step instructions on how to take accountability, and she still tries saying that he groomed her, but non-sexually. So, yeah, she's just being extremely, like, I guess malicious and reckless on this. It is important to remember that she was, what, 17 or 18 when she did this, though? I don't know. It's, yeah, I don't know. And none of this has any, evidence. I don't know that it's super important to read through this part. But, yep, you can read it on your own if you'd like. And, when I make When we make a VOD on this, we will include the actual document itself. So if you're watching this from a VOD, we will go ahead and have that in for you. Sorry, I'm just writing that down here. So all right, just to make sure that we're all on the same page there. Okay. Alrighty. So, then, moving on. I'll censor them to be safe. So one of the biggest things I've been accused of lying is about saying that I requested the SFW drawings. I can't tell who was in this image. I merged the two requests to draw Fran and also draw blank cock. I'm gonna vomit. That is not true. He would often take drawing requests, safe for work ones. I asked him to draw me, just me, a safe for work drawing of me. Someone else asked to draw as an NSFW. He then merged those two requests, drawing me with my best friend's boyfriend. Okay, I mean, yeah, sure, that's like really reckless, whatever. More of this, where apparently she gets backed into a corner. Is that all this part is? Is it literally just this? Jake just slid me these. And this is just more like testimony. I mean, this is just like, you know, you know, this is, sure, like she got confronted and she essentially had to kind of back up a lot of this stuff. She made a Beware post that was liked by like 8,000 people on her Instagram, where she did call him a groomer. Just, I guess, later specified that it wasn't sexual. Despite all the public harm called to JakeNeutron by KittenSneeze, he decided to publicly forgive her of wrongdoing on June 6, 2024, one day after KittenSneeze posts yet another final address. Let's see that. KittenSneeze and I got reconnected around October of last year through a mutual friend. Over that time that we've caught up, reflected on our past together, and much-needed apologies have finally been heard. I cannot deny the hurt and damage I've experienced, and I accept that some things may not entirely heal, but I've also chosen not to cling into the pain in any way. So, yeah, I mean, it's just him saying that he forgives her. And that everything's fine now. Alright, cool. Shows it there. Alright. Stories and apologies. The first apology was posted by her in November of 2020. This was a response to her being called out for racism, Nazi art, and scamming. In this document, she claims the Nazi art was made when she was 12 to 13. Okay, so 12 to 13, why does she care? First and foremost, or why does anybody care is what I should be saying there. Sorry, wait, let me check something. Let me just check on something real quick. Yeah. That image was created when I was in middle school. I was 12 to 13 at the time, and I was watching an anime called Hellsing Ultimate. And then after became hyperfixated on the Abridged series, which very wrongfully glorified Nazis and made them to be evil vampires. And because I was a child who had no former exposure to what Nazis actually were and what the Holocaust was, I thought it was from a show. Since then, since that show was a hyperfixation when I was a kid, I had no idea of its true meaning and harm, and made a self-insert evil OCD of my friend and I. 12 and 13, not knowing about what the Nazis are. Maybe. Unlikely, but maybe. Sure. So, whatever. Either way, she was 12. So, I still don't really care. I don't know why anybody cares. Maybe that's just me, though. So, second apology came, December 30th, 2020. It's since been deleted. So I guess she felt the need to apologize repeatedly for whatever reason. Sure. It's important to remember that while she said that she was ignorant and young, she was posting slurs at least as recently as earlier that same year. Well, she said that... okay, hold on. I mean, she still could have been ignorant and young, right? Like, wasn't she 17 or 18 when she wrote that? So I don't understand. And then a year later, she makes another public apology. All right. So, yep, she makes another apology. On February 20th, 2021, she had another different explanation for her actions. At the time period, I had not been educated properly on the Holocaust at all. I can confirm that our school's curriculum had not taught about it since they attended the same school. Oh, blank can confirm it, sure. The earliest lessons about this event was an 8th grade English class. I believe the subject was not even a lesson plan. It was taught by my teacher because he was Jewish and felt the need to. There is still a major issue with schools being too afraid to expose children to these events, but as a minority, it makes me sick and that it was touched on so little. My English teacher introduced us to Anne Frank's diary and made it extra credit to read and discuss with the class. Yes, the book happened to be in the school's library, so I was able to make the choice to educate myself and dig deeper. So, I mean, that would have been when she was 13, 14, so a year after she made those OCs. I only remember these events because, as we all know, learning about the Holocaust is terrifying. It changed the way I saw humans and opened my eyes to acts of evil that can be very real. I feel all schools should be required to teach these topics to young students, but unfortunately some aren't. I still let Kitten know how wrong the artwork was in the past and still believe so. Which is fine, but it's like, again, she was 12. The artwork in question was fan art. Yeah, we already saw that. So, I mean, I don't understand how that really changed. That's pretty consistent, right? And then a TikTok apology 3 years later. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is just, like, insane. To me, it seems pretty clear that, people keep on dredging up these controversies, and for some reason, instead of just referring people to her old posts, she's just continuously, like, making new ones, which is just like, you know, it must suck. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what the point of that is. I mean, this is a very long one, too. Her ex-Twitter apology posted on June 6, 2024. She instantly begins by saying this is another final overarching statement. I mean, yeah, okay, great. All right. I mean, so again, like another long fucking statement. Last time that she's going to talk about it. All right. So now we go into recent controversies. So voicing Pomni in the Imaging Digital Fight Club, what exactly happened and who was involved? It's important to note that while this section of the document does not hold nearly enough weight as the first one, it's here for added context to the recent drama surrounding them. So, I mean, everything that KittenSneeze was accused of was from 5+ years ago when she was 17 and 18, and is still being held over her head, which is kind of insane to me. I don't really understand that. I mean, obviously, in my opinion, the worst thing that she did was the whole thing with JakeNeutron and the Logan guy, but that's done and dusted too. And if Jake forgave her and she's displayed no behavior similar ever since then I don't understand, right? If she was young and stupid and made that mistake and there wasn't too much harm caused and everything was cleared up, I don't understand what the issue is, right? The controversy which started up the discussion about KittenSneeze within the community again. The Amazing Digital Fight Club is the Amazing Digital Circus fan project made by Bliptoons, founded by Silly Many. December 5th, 2025, KittenSneeze talked about the backlash against her getting cast as Pomni in the Amazing Digital Fight Club in a private server. I don't know which one she is supposed to be here. How am I supposed to... This situation is a handful of vocal folks. There's going to be like 100 to 200 people who are nasty and hateful and harassed when I get a platform accumulated like 3 million across all socials. I get it. There's a small percentage in the grand scheme, and when the actual project starts and people move on, they're going to be so much more focused on how much they enjoy the show that they'll forget about the nonsense and the other people started about it. But it still sucks to be in it at the current moment, but there's always lows and highs, and being in the midst of like a very low low is mentally damaging. Let them do this. It's illegal, and those charges we can press are going to be crazy. Let them dig their own graves. I don't even know what that's referring to, and there's not enough context there. After the second wave of backlash she received from fans about her being cast as Pomni, these were her only other responses. Let's see. Hey, fun fact, Gooseworks said that bullying made them want to stop making the Amazing Digital Circus altogether, so for the love of God, shut up and don't ruin this for everybody else. And then somebody else says, or I mean, some other thing that I guess she reposted says, when the haters keep boosting your engagement. And then JakeNeutron responds, I'm proud of you for trying and doing. I'm proud of you for waking up every day wanting to help those around you in any small or big way you can. The love you exude will always be more powerful than the hate that they splash onto you. I hope that you know that you deserve that love too. Green heart. Sure. So she didn't acknowledge everything in public, so she's finally learned, it seems. But she was venting about it in, I guess, private servers with friends. I'm assuming the freaky chud logs is KittenSneeze, but I'm not sure. I don't know because we haven't gotten any context here, which is really annoying. We learned about Unit 731 by 13 to 14 where I was. Where the hell were you, dude? Sorry about that. I just had a weird disconnection there. I'm fine. I'm just tired of people thinking it's okay to be pieces of shit. Some people have genuinely never been punched in the face or chewed out for doing something fucked up, and it shows. It was not. It was just a dub for the murder drones comic thing. Nothing big at all, and it didn't even get started. But I was getting casted for it and immediately got dropped. So it just felt like a bit of a kick to the gut. I'll be all right, but God, what a day. And then, true. The state keeps on getting worse and worse. I'm gonna need a vacation, lol. July 22nd, 2025. The Kickstarter launched along with the information on the VA cast, though not as many people noticed KittenSneeze was involved at the time. September 5th, post about the VA cast was put out in one of the creators. It was met with massive backlash, but there was no response from the team. March 1st, as many fans once again protested against KittenSneeze being cast, as Pomni, Bliptoons made their first response. To those concerned, I'll respond to this tweet with a short general response. We are addressing it, but there's a lot more involved than making a post about it. We apologize for the wait on our response in the matter. We ourselves are women of color, and we understand the concerns. So, something that she said 5 years ago, some of which when she was a minor, she's now getting punished for, I guess. Min Privates, after saying KittenSneeze will not be replaced for Pomni's role, blames the public for being against her and undermines what KittenSneeze did. I'm protecting these tweets because the harassment, so this is from Minnie, is starting to get ridiculous, but something someone did 10 plus years ago is not a reflection of their character now and should not be penalized for the rest of their life, which I agree with. Harassing us black women and calling us slurs will not get you what you want. We will continue creating, and those choosing solely to put down someone who has grown up just because they need a hit tweet to fund their verification badge only continue to make themselves look foolish. They are tearing down another black woman for believing that people, especially grooming victims, can change. You're running the money from all of this. From what I've seen, I'm getting hate for saying that being sent slurs and death threats because I'm black over this is upsetting. I don't really know what that means, but yeah. I don't get their agenda with this anymore, but I've since blocked them and plan to keep doing so. Men endorsing statements from Silverhound and Lamb Studio, both harassing smaller creators in defense of KittenSneeze. I mean, that's insane for you to just make that assertion. I mean, were they making all these tweets about how KittenSneeze is evil for something that she did like 6+ years ago? So, I don't know. Try refreshing if the audio doesn't work next time. Us prominent black creators in the space clearly don't want you. We grow and develop. Sorry, somebody's doing a leaf blower. We love those who grow and develop into better people over here. Stay your nosy ass harboring over decade-old nachos over there. They act like things are just as simple as person did things 18 years ago, so they're totally the same now. I can bet 2 years from now, if these tweets are ever brought up during these interviews, they will indeed not get work. It's just ridiculous. Bliptoons decides to recast Pomni's voice actor. Is anybody worried about the Amazing Digital Fight Club? I'm in the server, and last night we had a very long conversation about the situation at hand. Things are being dealt with internally at the moment, but we've been giving permission to share what we're talking about. With that, I bring you this. We're reading criticisms of the situation, and we made our ultimate decision on the matter. A Pomni recast will happen. It just may take some time. I mean, isn't that just so unfortunate, man? Because let's be real, like, the real thing that she's getting shit for is, like, you know, saying racial slurs when she was, what, like 17, 18? 6 years ago? Are we serious? Like, I don't know, man. Why is she getting punished and not being able to work because of something that she did when she was still a teenager? I mean, like, I understand that she was an adult, but, like, come on. Are we serious? It's words. Like, and people can change, obviously. Like, I just don't understand this. I really don't. I don't get it at all. Thank you for your patience on the matter. We will continue updating the situation. I would like to sincerely apologize to those who were hurt, harmed, or offended by my behavior on March 9th, 2025. There are no excuses for the behavior. Ugh, fuck off. Whatever. So she makes this apology and buckles. While the apology may not be the best, it seems like men and KittenSneeze had a falling out since they aren't associated with each other anymore, so take that as you will. March 8th, this other rando, like, goes after people who spoke out against this decision to cast KittenSneeze. I don't care. I don't see what relevance that has at all. March 9th. Soon after this, he tries taking the moral ground, high ground. Oh, I don't care. March 8th, Lamb Studios, another person who, like, came in defense of this. Okay, I don't care. March 16th, this person inserts themselves in the backlash unprompted to defend KittenSneeze after the murder drone Strays team decided to let go of Ash McShan, one of KittenSneeze's friends. They have since gone back on this decision and decided to keep them on the project. Okay. Am I supposed to care about that? Is that it? I genuinely don't understand. Is that it? So, sorry, I just answered some stuff. So I guess this Sonic Hero thing is, you know, important to the story. So I guess we are going to cover a little bit of it. I do think it's important to say, I do really think it's important to say, I'm not usually like this about certain stuff, but I do think it's important to say that, like, please, like, you know, I never am pro harassment. Okay, I think that should be obvious by now. I'm never pro harassing anybody. Okay, please do not harass anybody involved in this, especially this guy, this Sonic Hero guy. This Sonic Hero guy is very clearly mentally ill, like very, very mentally ill. And they appear to be like some kind of histrionic, or if they're not histrionic, then they are, you know, they're having a really tough time. They're having a really tough time. So please do not harass this person. They seem to like have some screws loose. They seem to not really know what they're talking about. I just, you know, that's my like 411 there. All right. So let's watch this.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Inside the Dumpster Fire, where today we'll be covering one of the funniest, but also saddest situations I've ever seen on the internet. We're going to be talking about an individual that goes by the name of... KittenSneeze. Oh, KittenSneeze. I don't need to give any introductions on who this is. You might know them for their various fan songs.
I mean, actually, no, you do kind of need to, because people like us have no idea who the fuck you're talking about. But okay.
mods, or their Let's Play videos with Spinel. I mostly know about them because of their Spinel content. They even made an entire mod about Spinel, but I'm not here to praise this person for their work, unfortunately. I'm here for another reason. Every once in a while, a random nobody would come out of the woodworks to expose KittenSneeze for being this Nazi supporter and drawing herself as a Nazi, but she doesn't do this anymore. However, her reasoning is genuinely hilarious. Guys, I didn't know that that Nazis were bad. It's genuinely fucking hilarious. It's like me going around and being
Already, this is an insane misframing of everything. Yes, she was 12 to 13 when this happened. Like, I just don't understand this. This was what? Like, if she was 24 in 2026, which would have been 6 years after 2020, where we knew that she was 17 to 18, she would have been, what? When she was 12 to 13, so that was 11 years ago? Why are we punishing someone for something that they did at 12 to 13? That is insane. That is literally, it's just dystopian. It's dystopian, right? Like, am I wrong on that? Am I wrong in thinking that that's just dystopian and insane? Like,
guys, I didn't know murder was bad, and I also didn't know human trafficking was bad. How is that not obvious to you?
12 to 13.
How do you not?
Maybe you don't understand the impact of it, especially with the actual, like, you know, context that they gave. Like, this is such a dangerous standard and a dangerous precedent to set. This is how you ruin people's lives for something that they did when they were children, when they were less than teenagers, man. Like, it's insane. It's insane. This is such a terrible precedent to set. People can change, period. People can change from stuff that they've done as adults. I have changed. If you look at me a year ago, I've changed from who I am a year ago. I've changed from who I am probably 6 months ago. I'm a person who is constantly dynamically changing, as most people are, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's just, it really frustrates me, man.
Know that. And this is all because she was gonna voice Pomni in some Digital Circus fan project, which, by the way, she doesn't even sound like Pomni. Just gonna be honest about that. But this time around, I think people actually have a right to be mad with her. This is another one.
I hate to be like mocking. I'm gonna try my best not to be mocking, but it's like, well, she doesn't even freaking sound like Pomni either. Yeah, you're just being a petty bitch, dude. Like, you're clearly just trying to, like, essentially get clicks off of ruining somebody's life for something that they did as a child. You got 55K views off of this. Congratulations. Do you feel good about yourself?
One of those situations of big creator gets exposed for something and handles the situation pretty poorly and nothing happens. The cycle continues over and over again. It gets brought up again to then be forgotten about again. And of course her stupid fans are not going to question her on this because they probably don't know and they probably don't care. It reminds me of the Has-Been Hotel album stuff where Vibsy Pop LARPed as one of her characters and told her fans to fuck off, even knowing there was an obvious problem. It's hard for me to give somebody like KittenSneeze the benefit of the doubt. They had years and years to address this properly, but refused to, and it's even worse because now there's even more allegations about this person. The Nazi stuff is not just the problem here, and I don't care about, oh, she was 17 when she did this. It's the fact that when she got called out for this, she decided that she would falsely accuse somebody of being a groomer. And not just that, we also have predator allegations and also harassment. Of course there's harassment, are you surprised? What am I supposed to do with this stuff? Just sit here and pretend that it's fake? I don't know if it's fake, and that's because KittenSneeze will probably never address it. But let's get back to the grooming allegations. Do you guys know who JakeNeutron is? He's the guy that made the Jack's Toys song. What if I told you that he was the one to expose KittenSneeze, and then they became best friends? I'm not even kidding. I've never seen that before. Jake, you were literally framed as a groomer. How could—
Yeah, and then guess what? He forgave her because it was something that she did when she was very young. Like, I mean, okay, wow, it happens. And he was the affected party. And if he forgives her, then yes, you can still call out the behavior at the time as very irresponsible and reckless and stupid and bad and malicious, whatever you want to say. But you have to also recognize the fact that it happened 6 years ago, that this person is a different person, and that he forgave her, and that it's over, right? Like, I mean, this is just, it's insane to me. Do these people not recognize the passage of time? Do these people not recognize, like, how people change as time goes on? This is the part that just, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I don't understand it. I don't. Like, I'm sorry to sound like a broken record. I just don't know what else to say.
You be okay with this man? And when the opportunity is open, he defends his queen no matter what. It's shit like—
Okay, yeah, they're friends. He defends her. Is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing to defend your friends? So you had no problem with him Okay, I mean, seemingly, you have no problem with him defending this Logan guy, who is an alleged rapist. But then when it's defending the person that you're going after, it's suddenly a problem. Even though it's the same circumstances, where the two are friends, he believes that she's innocent. And that she's a changed person. What's the deal?
Like this that makes me lose any and all respect for these type of people, and I do hope that the people that have worked with...
You have no respect for me because you have no understanding of the passage of time. And people like you genuinely, like, you know, I'm not pro deplatforming, but at the same time, people like you, like, I'm not saying that he should be deplatformed, but what I am saying is that he doesn't deserve a platform in the first place. Like, he really doesn't. People like this who are extremely reckless about stuff like this, who are so just, like, inconsiderate and have no critical thought when they're coming to stuff like this. They're clearly only doing it to cancel people. They're clearly doing it just to, you know, get clicks and seem cool, and maybe they're surrounded by people who are telling them that this is the right thing to do. Regardless, it is so irresponsible. It is so shitty, right? Like, I don't think that I'm saying anything untoward here.
This guy decide to cut ties with him. They probably won't though, due to them not knowing, and I do not expect a response to be made. And it gets worse. What the fuck? You downplay rape and you made porn of this person when they were like 17? That's fucking weird. Can't wait for this to never be addressed so I can sit here and wonder if these allegations are real or not. Oh, and also, you're literally black, Jake. How are you okay with your friend casually dropping the N-word? Okay, I will give them the benefit of the doubt though. They probably didn't know what it meant, and I'll even be honest here. I used to say the N-word a lot. This was before I learned the meaning of it, and I am allowed to say the N-word. I am black, so I can, but I don't like to say it, so I don't. If you're white, then just don't say it, but if you're black, then you can say it. Wow, the dumpster fire is starting to go up in flames, dude. Wow, look at it go up. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's interesting. It just gets worse from here, and even better at the same time. Introducing longest solo ever. They are also a KittenSneeze defender, and you know what they decided to do when all of this came out once again? Well, they made this tweet. This guy is such a fucking loser. Your friend is getting rightfully called out for their shitty behavior and not taking any accountability for their actions. And also, you're a straight white dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't worry though, he did apologize, which was totally not made because of the backlash he got.
Okay, wow. So some guy, like, defended this behavior that, again, happened 5 years ago when they were just 18, and then, but it's bad because he was white and he can't defend somebody when he's white for saying bad racist things because he's white and so he doesn't understand. Like, what is this logic?
Are you listening? You're blacklisted from the industry. Are you listening?
So again, like when you use verbiage like that, blacklisted from the industry. Blacklisted from the industry. Is that good? Is that your goal here? You want to blacklist somebody from getting work for their talented, for their talent, for voice acting, right? Just because. Nice, dude, you can't say stuff like that. You can't say stuff like that, buddy. I cannot believe that YouTube allowed that. You cannot say stuff like that, okay? Don't time him out. Don't time him out. Don't do anything. Just don't say that word in my chat, please, because it can affect me, please. Firefly, thank you so much for becoming a member. But you know what I mean? Like, it's like, are we really going to prevent somebody from getting work just because they made some mistakes when they were a kid and when they were like a young adult? And it's been 5 fucking years? It's not like they raped anybody, man. Like, what are we doing?
Pedophile Nazi friend, are you listening? Get the...
Okay, so now you're alleging that KittenSneeze is a pedophile. You better have proof for that.
The fuck out, you bitch ass. Are you listening? Those kids are dumbass motherfuckers. Bongo, bongo, I don't want to leave the Congo, but man, my friend is a Nazi pedophile, and I am going to stand for everything that I can.
Okay, I think it's about high time that I end this video off. So, in conclusion, what do I have to say about all of this? How do I end this video off in, like, the best way possible? I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I don't...
The only reason I care, ZV, is because it can affect my channel, okay?
See these people addressing this stuff, they're gonna leave it unchecked, and the cycle will continue. I would not recommend supporting KittenSneeze, and I also would not support JakeNeutron, or the last solo ever. These people are pretty scummy, and if you decide to still work alongside these people, I don't have any respect for you. I hope that you wake up and realize that these people are kinda fucked. It's a situation that...
So nobody should work with these people. If you do work with these people, he has no respect for you and doesn't think that you deserve like the basic respect. Yeah, I completely agree. The other way around though. I completely agree. Other way around. You deserve zero respect. You have no critical thinking skills. You have no ability to understand anything. The fact that you were freaking out over something that happened half a decade ago is absolutely bonkers to me. And it's disgusting, quite frankly, that you're trying to blacklist somebody, cancel them, and just literally take them out of the entire industry because of something that they did over half a decade ago. That is fucked up. That is fucked up. Am I insane? Like, why do people think this way? Why do people think this is okay?
That will be quickly forgotten about and then brought back up once again, and of course the cycle will just never end. It's so tiring. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired and I'm drained. Fuck KittenSneeze and especially fuck her defenders too. You guys fucking suck. I'm done.
Fuck KittenSneeze, fuck her supporters. I'm done.
I don't even care about this person. I find her content to be quite annoying. Okay, I find it to be quite annoying. Like, let me be extremely clear here. I don't like her content. I don't like her content. I don't like JakeNeutron's content. I never do this because I'm a fan of these people. I do this out of principle. That's how every single one of these kind of allegations go. When I go over stuff like this, I don't go over it because I like these people. I don't go over it because I'm fans of them. I can't even really think of any instance in which I've gone over allegations in which I'm a fan of them, other than Turkey Tom, in which I wasn't very favorable because he never addressed the fucking age play stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I like Turkey Tom's content, but I'm going to be fair and I'm going to be principled and I'm not going to let anybody off with a break just because I like them. But in this case, I don't even like these people. I'm just doing this out of principle, right? Like, it's just, God, man. Anyways, all right, so this is a clip that blew up from his video. Nah, you're okay, nice dude. You're okay, man. So I was trying to see if anybody had made any videos on the recent JakeNeutron situation, since I felt like it should be shared. What the fuck is this? What do you mean that he apparently did that?
And I do hope that the people that have worked with this guy decide to cut ties with him. They probably won't though, due to them not knowing, and I do not expect a response to be made. And it gets worse. What the fuck? You downplay rape and you made porn of this person when they were like 17? That's fucking weird. Can't wait for this to never be addressed so I can sit here and wonder if these allegations are real or not.
So again, this is extremely deceptive way to put that. So defending rape, one, wasn't rape. We went through that. Number two, made an SFW of art of a minor. He was 18, she was 17. Should he have done that? No, but they were both within 1 year of each other, first of all. Second of all, I mean, yeah, it's extremely reckless. It is fucked up, blah, blah, blah. It was 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure he's apologized for it multiple times. What are we doing? Right? Like, I'm pretty sure he even said, like, there are things that I've done that are criticizable, etc., etc. I'm assuming that that's what that was referring to, right? I don't know if it was ever brought up before. It was already addressed, but it wasn't. But if it wasn't, then that's even more serious on top of the current issues. Since people are asking, here's the full video. So, I mean, 16K views for this. 2.2 million views. Sorry, 16K likes, not views. Am I getting worked up? Yeah, stuff like this works me up, man. It's really screwed up. It's really screwed up. You know? It's just fucked up. It's just fucked up, right? All right. JakeNeutron thread with the CP allegations. And we've already read, you know, the actual document and kind of made determinations by ourselves here. JakeNeutron drew both the victim and KittenSneeze when they were minors, allegedly as young as 15 years old. Yes, when he was 16. So he was a kid. And then the worst one was 18 and 17, which again, kind of shocked, right? But like, are we going to condemn this guy for the rest of his life for that? He was 18 and she was 17. He drew an SFW of a persona, and so to call that CP is crazy. You're going to call that CP? What? What are we doing? No. No. Like, that's extremely disrespectful. It is extremely disrespectful and fucked up to, you know, people who actually, like actual CP, right? Right? Like, am I speaking out of turn here? I mean, it's for the same reason that we don't call Lolicon or Shotokan CP, right? Like, at worst, you know, it's, I don't even go with, like, the whole virtual CSAM thing. I don't like that either. I don't like that argument, right? Can we do a different topic? You're looping. Dude, I'm about to loop your face off. What are you doing, man? Censor Dennis of WR to Miners by Jake. So I'm probably guessing that this guy was probably one of the people who made the doc. And then we've got the art was made when she was minor. So it's like, you can either, these people are either defending Jake and like villainizing Kitten, or villainizing Kitten and defending, or villainizing Jake and defending Kitten, right? So, I mean, it's just unfortunate. Unfortunate. JakeNeutron's rape defending accusations. I mean, we've already gone through these, right? We've already gone through all of this. It's just stupid to accuse minors of this, especially when their ages are so close. I completely agree. So then these got 5K views. And again, from everything we've read, no indication of rape, right? JakeNeutron's response. So he did respond recently. Sorry this took so long. I want to address these screenshots. Thank you for taking the time to read. I want to start by apologizing for taking so long to make a statement. I wanted to make sure that I properly speak to and consult affected parties, such as the victim, and think through how to address this. I'm aware that the old cut screenshots of me discussing an assault callously have been circulating. This has caused me a lot of concern in how I view things like rape and sexual assault, and I need to clear the air on that. Those screenshots are from a conversation when I was 19. A friend had very recently been sexually assaulted, and both parties involved were still trying to figure out how to explain what happened. Me and a friend had been trying to understand it all, and on rather it was labeled to be rape or sexual assault. Google and some other older adults gave us conflicting and sometimes incorrect answers about this. Ultimately, I came to understand how incorrect and insensitive our conclusions were, and how we shouldn't have been speculating on the details so much when our friend needed complete and total support. I've long since apologized and discussed this with the victim, and we've remained friends for years since. They have my unconditional love and support, and I'm glad we're in a much safer place now. I shall apologize much more for my heinous words and actions, and to anyone who was disturbed and felt safe by reading them. I'd also encourage people to stop seeking out the victim and harassing them. They have been getting harassed and threatened since the discussion started circulating. I apologize once more for the distress and concern brought to the people close to me as well. Now this, I'm going to be honest, very disappointing. Very disappointing response. I don't think Logan was at fault here. I don't think Logan did sexually assault. Am I crazy? I would need Ace to pull it up for me, but I've even heard that there was a DM where, you know, this Logan person here, let me see if I can call up Ace. Trying to call up Ace. So I heard about this. I heard about this DM that we never saw while we were looking through things. That kind of changes a lot for me. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it is, but I'll go ahead and tell you now because Ace told me about it. Okay. So essentially, apparently, according to Ace, okay, and I hope I'm not like mincing this or anything, but supposedly Logan also talked about something happening to him while he was asleep, and the alleged victim being awake, and that he doesn't know what happened. So, and like, and then it was like, you know, it was like some kind of damaging experience, right? So in that case, it would be both faults kind of thing, right? If we're really gonna say that, like, you know, sexual assault took place, then it would be both of them, right?
But on top of that, I don't believe that it was sexual assault at all. What I believe is that both parties got extremely drunk and they fucked up. They fucked up and they did some shit that they regretted. Regrettable experiences do not equal sexual assault and rape. That's just the truth. That's just the truth, right? And people have lost sight of that. People have. It's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. All right, let's see this last thing here. Right, I guess it's double rape, right? I guess that's the best it can be, right? All right. All right. So apparently there's one other document that was made on KittenSneeze. It's a shorter one, so we'll read at least part of it. I'm sure, as most of you know, I've been caught up with everything going on in your timeline and pages regards to content creator artist KittenSneeze. As there have been hundreds of posts I'd like to add on to speak about my own experiences with her, and I had personal connections with her for a while before we disbanded, and I will include information nobody but myself has on her. Very little to none of you may know me from her as one of the crewmates from her Konoyo loading Among Us animatic. My name is in the video description, or even as one of the former admins from her Discord server. I will apologize in advance as I do not have receipts for everything I will talk about. Great start. Okay, then why are you talking about it? Like, whether you believe it or not, if you want to take it with a grain of salt, that's your choice. If provided screenshots, some will mention her old alias sorry. There will be mentions of CP, rape, Nazi, and other strong allegations. All right. I've noticed people are excusing her actions with their age in the past. Well, FYI, being a minor does not mean a person is incapable of critical thinking. It means that it's severely stunted, first of all. Second of all, are you saying that you think that they're the same person? Like, whoever you are, I want to know how old you are. I want to know how old you are. I want to know if you've ever made a mistake. I want to know if you ever lied to your parents. Like, this is like so stupid. God. Around August 29th, 2019, she made a call-out post against an anonymous user for OC theft. The comparison was patterns. Okay, who cares? That was 7 years ago. Am I genuinely supposed to care about this? I don't care. I don't care about any of this. Later down the line, they had a JakeNeutron and they had a fight. They were with them from the entire start. She claimed that he was a rapist offender when she, in fact, invited said rapist to both of our Airbnbs from 2020 to 2021. Was that after they were accused? Because if not, then it doesn't matter. Like, I don't understand. God, man. This is insufferable. By the way, the rapist mentioned Logan. His info is also in the Google Doc, along with the official police report. Oh, also, remember the counter doc that Jake himself made in response talking about the Nazi allegations? I have it too, but I will warn you, contents are very graphic. I don't care. I don't care. This is all literally just repeat information. This is such a self-insert so far. This is literally like the pressure situation where literally just like somebody just finds out that one of their old friends gets accused of something and they're like, oh, me. I want to cancel them. I want to cancel them and repeat everything that's already been said, but then add like 2 screenshots that don't actually make a difference at all. I want to do that. I want to do that because I matter. I deserve to be recognized for just shitting on somebody relentlessly for no reason. I deserve that. Hey. So, I'm pretty fucking annoyed, right? I'm pretty fucking pissed off. As you could probably...
Yeah, what's up?
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard the self-insert thing, yeah.
Which part?
Well, I heard you getting mad at the docket at least because the person was like self-inserting.
I mean, chat can verify. I know that you can't look because you're driving, but chat can verify the fact that I have been angry this entire time. You know what? I'm also pretty pissed off with JakeNeutron for taking back defending Logan. That sucks. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I think he kind of just bent the knee because if you look at so I sent you the tweet. If you guide your attention to the first screenshot, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Okay, so guys, look at this. So, me and Fran got which part is this? I'm assuming it's probably the second paragraph, maybe.
They talk about it in the last paragraph.
Oh, last paragraph. Okay, so because we did read this, but I don't know if we were like I kind of skimmed it rather than reading the whole thing. So let me fully read this last paragraph. This is not even mentioning Logan. For Logan, you have encroached on his boundaries and been inappropriate with him, whilst he was uncomfortable and heartbroken. All of this while while having a boyfriend who knows how much he knew about you snuggling up on Logan whenever we all slept over. You even by definition insulted him that night and won't take responsibility because you plead that you don't remember it. You sent the dude into a panic attack because you randomly sent him "fuck you, bro" while intoxicated or something. So personally, I interpreted this specific paragraph to be talking about when she kissed him.
Yeah, I mean, right. So the point is like that they don't really focus on the fact that part because she just claimed not to remember it, which is a little tedious. But I genuinely think that the most I have here is probably a bad sex experience with very low signals, but we don't really have much to go off of for it.
That's exactly what I said.
Yes, but to frame it as like a rape defense is disingenuous as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's rape in the first place, and like, I mean, it's you know, at the very worst, it's a both fault sexual experience that both parties regretted, right? Like, I mean, I don't understand. Like, it'd be one thing if Logan was completely sober and this other girl was drunk. That would be one thing. Like, if that's the argument, then sure. But that's not what's happening, is it?
No.
So, okay. So then we've got this other stupid document here. It sickens me that she invited this guy who knew that he was dude, she had the nerve to keep this hidden from all of us until the day of the second Airbnb and even told one of the victims who knew that we were hanging out with him. It is disgusting. It is a spit in my face. I mean, okay, so did KittenSneeze invite the Logan over after the allegations had happened? Is that what's being said here?
That's what they're claiming, but this part of the doc really annoys me because that would actually be very serious. If you do a quick little skim scroll down, you'll find a total of 0 screenshots to provide evidence for that
great.
claim.
No evidence whatsoever? Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, literally. There's literally nothing to go off of.
Okay,
Not even
well,
testimony from the other people.
then I'm gonna be real, I don't believe you.
Yep.
Unfortunately, there are no possible screenshots provided as they were not collected and the server was archived and deleted my knowledge as I had left. Oh, wow. Isn't that convenient? Okay. Ken had an NSFW channel made with minors actively on a private server we were all on. Was it when she was a minor?
Yeah, they never specify that either, but if we're going around the time of 2020, she would have at least been 17, but
okay.
That's just going on the basic timeline. Yeah, this document's not really good. I'm gonna be blunt.
You think?
Yeah.
It was especially weird that we had roles so the adults would be the only ones to have access to the NSFW channel. Why is that weird? What? Yeah, it's so weird. She made it so that only the adults could see the NSFW. Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah, the minors should have been able to see that. What? What are you talking about? What? Okay.
And I wanted to be included, shit.
Yeah, what? Dude, what about me? What about me? Like, come on, man. Like, you know, I was like 7 at the time. I wanted to be able to see it. Come on. Like,
what do you want from me? What the fuck do you want from me? It's just so stupid, man. Okay. I unfortunately do not remember the reason why she made this decision, but we weren't happy with it. Especially did not help that her active partner at the time was drawing Cuphead porn. Awesome. Okay. People can argue that there's no confirmed age. Go ahead.
You want to know how much proof there is for that, too?
0.
Yeah.
Incredible. Amazing.
It's great.
Someone says, controversial opinion, but I think that these people who made life-ruining allegation documents shouldn't be entitled to privacy as well. It would mitigate people doing stuff like this. It depends on what you're saying here. If you're saying that they should be doxxed, I completely disagree with that. If you're saying that they should face some form of consequence, and at the very least they should, you know, kind of have to like say their usernames or something like that, or kind of have to like indicate their own online presence or whatever. In a perfect world, absolutely, yes, that would be awesome, right? But like, I don't think that they should be doxxed for it. I don't think that there's any reason that people should be doxxed, right? You know, other than, you know, and this isn't even doxing, but reporting people to the police where it's all handled privately, right? For crimes.
Yeah.
People can argue that there's no confirmed age, therefore it's fine. However, personality-wise, behavior, actions, all child-coded. Cuphead and Mugman are portrayed as children. Okay, dude. Oh, they're fucking cups, dude. They're literally fucking cups, man. Like, what?
No ballerina.
Everyone but KittenSneeze called it out, and KittenSneeze was quick to defend it. They excused it and further dismissed it by adding a rule not to draw CP. Wow, what an amazing rule. I feel like that's pretty basic, right? November 19th, 2021, she posted a whole apology thread on Twitter that had been deleted. The apology was for JakeNeutron and along with the other individuals who were also censored. Everyone else, no, just Twitter. Or everywhere else, no, just Twitter. The platform that had the least traction in comparison to TikTok and Instagram. I was unsure at the time why she only posted on the platform so small, but I didn't fully question it until later. I don't know. Who cares? Why does that matter?
Oh, so that actually becomes a big point of contention in this document too. It's like they actually like, you know, start getting on KittenSneeze being like, you should have responded on a bigger platform. You're only just doing this so it gets less attention, you fuck. Like it's really gay.
Dude, Kitty Coco says child coded. I hate it here.
Yeah.
They're fucking cops. They're cops. Like,
you know, there's just like, you would think that they would also show KittenSneeze defending it and having like, you know, a rule set, but there's just nothing of that either.
Well, and somebody else, M. Hopkins just said, the cartoon cups that gambled with Satan, child-coded. So true. So true. Yes, they're children. Because they look like petite cups. They look like petite cups that a child would use, guys. That's why they're child-coded. Don't you get it? They're cops. They're fucking cops. I'm crashing out. Yes, okay, I know. Yes. She, like, apologized in 2021. Yes, she's apologized, like, 700 times because she's fucking stupid. Yes, I know. She shouldn't apologize this many times. You just apologize once and then you refer people to the authority if they're gonna still give you shit over it, okay?
Yep.
JakeNeutron, amongst other individuals who were personally affected by KittenSneeze, called her out on her apology, saying how hurt they were and how unforgiving her actions are. They even corrected the things that she had said. Unfortunately, I do not have available screenshots of these responses. Shut up! Why are you making this? Now, despite everything, why did JakeNeutron reunite with her? No one knows really, and that will forever remain a mystery in the air. Maybe because he forgave her. And everything happened literally like 5 to 6 years ago when she was like maybe like tops 18. Like what? Oh my god. What do you mean it's a mystery? These people have no temporal understanding. These people do not have any understanding of time, the passage of time, and the changing of people over time. It happens. It's over. It's half a decade later. Did you know that your brains develop until you are between the ages of 27 and 29 if you're a man, and 25 to 27 if you're a woman? Did you know that? Did you know that? And even when your brains are finished developing, you still have neuroplasticity, which means that you're still able to change over time, despite your brain being fully developed. It doesn't mean that you can't change. So, like, God, this, like, oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to calm the fuck down. It's just like, oh my God, this is so annoying.
I don't know why the freak JakeNeutron would forgive KittenSneeze 5 years later. That is so disturbing, and I will never forget this, and it actually triggered me and made me very sad, and I pooped my pants because I was so angry and sad. My caretaker had to change my diaper because I was so angry.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse, the fact that it's a take in general, or the fact that it's not an isolated take, and that's just the community's opinion of that.
Like, it's so stupid. Yeah, and then M. Hopkins says,
Actually, Turkey Tom said the N-word at 17 and he should be homeless for it.
So true.
That's actually so true.
No, you really should be homeless for, you know, having sex with an age-play girl and never talking about it. But yeah, that's beyond the point. He shouldn't be homeless for that, but I mean, he should be criticized for that. He should have addressed it. Okay, all right, moving on. Despite everything, okay, blah, blah, blah. I do not know if it's the kindness you have deep within your heart or anything else, but I will never understand how you're okay with reconnecting with someone who almost cost you your entire career and potentially your life with the serious allegations she put against you. No comment.
I especially find it weird that it was easy for you two to talk things out, but she couldn't even find it in her soul to at least give one final talk about why she would say so many things behind my back. Who are you? You don't even say who you are.
It's going to become more obvious why they made the document the more you go down.
You are the most insufferable self-insert I've ever seen in my life. This is literally the pressure situation all over again. Like, my God. I think people don't... Go ahead.
Yeah, they levy an accusation against KittenSneeze as well. Like, other than just the Logan stuff, they have screenshots for one, but you'll love it when you get to there. You'll love it.
Right. This dude was involved against Jake too, and was complicit in the NSFW channel. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, like Bungla says, feel free to shill. Feel free to shill. Feel free to pay for a derail or anything else that you feel so inclined to do. Thank you. So Devin says, I think people don't realize that when you read something on the internet, no matter when it was posted, it's text on a screen and is thus frozen in time and it feels recent, versus a conversation spoken IRL. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point, yeah. But it's like, I mean, my God, this is what we have dates for. Like, do we just lose all temporal understanding? Like, that's my thing. I get that it feels frozen in time, but it's like, you see January 2022, and then I say to myself, well, that's 4 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Just, like, insane to me. I approached KittenSneeze to hopefully encourage her to share the apology on all of her platforms. I have had many people reach out to me as I was admin in her server, asking and demanding if she'll share the apology on the rest of her platforms. Below is her response. Hero Gravity.
Hey, friend, so, like, real quick, I know you got a lot on your plate, but I've received at least one DM from peeps in your server about how they noticed you posting the thing only on Twitter and not the rest of your platforms. They even, like, advised to screenshot the tweets to, like, explain more in a way for people to take you more seriously about that. I was just passing a message. I know it's a lot, but I think it should be more on just Twitter, okay? I haven't been eyeing social media these days.
Yeah, I get that. I addressed it mainly on Twitter because there was a huge chunk of that was where a huge chunk of the drama unfolded. I have a post addressing it on my Instagram as well. Wow. I would feel highly irresponsible name dropping and taking something sensitive like that to my platform with a huge following, mainly because it would definitely hurt myself and others. Also because I do, while I do mean this apology and own up to my wrongdoings, people viewed it as, oh, so you're a liar and responsible for everything, which isn't at all the truth. Taking responsibility for things I feel I should apologize for, whether it was intentional or just from hurting someone's feelings, is something that I wanted to do for my own maturity's sake. It was not meant to clear anyone's name, as everything I came forward about is still 100% true, no matter which way people want to look at it. I just conceded that the general public doesn't care about it, what I have to say, or just want one person to blame for everything else because it's easier to do that. But the situation is over with. J-Word and his friends returned to all their socials and are fine. I'm finally stable enough to post on mine again, and it feels like the situation has finally been addressed, even if the end result isn't with my truth 100% out there, but I'm okay with that. So I just say, I have addressed it on my other platforms in the past, but the situation's over with, and everyone involved is moving on from it. I'm not going to make it gain more traction or reopen something very traumatic, and if they can respect the wishes of wanting me to move forward, that'd be great, because I don't want to address or talk about it anymore for my mental health's sake, because it messes with my personal trauma as well, and I've finally come to terms with being okay with not being believed.
I appreciate the concerns about the topic though, but it's safest for every party involved just to move on from it.
Okay, let's rewind a year before now.
What?
Hierio Man Dragon Jin Pinched Fingers Medium Dark Skin Tone Man. Derail in content suggestions.
Thank you for the derail. We'll get to it. We'll get to it soon. We're almost done with this document. Back to June 17th, 2021. Around this time, I was messaging KittenSneeze about an animatic commission. It consisted of multiple characters with a simple background and it's 1 minute animatic. It would cost at least $1,500, and she stated she would not begin working on it until $1,000 was put down. That makes sense. At the time, we came to agree it was a payment plan, along with no due date for said payment, as long as it's done. Now, she said she could do refunds with the payments plan beginning. Am I sensing this is Mike the Bike thing? Is this Mike the Bike? Uh-oh.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, bro. You're gonna love
Now, I've recently had a allegation come across my table that an individual named Simpman, I'm airing this, I don't care. I'm airing this. I've heard tell that an individual named Simpman, who is a giant retard, don't get me wrong, giant retard, okay, but like I've heard that he gave Mike the Bike like $500 to do a diss track, and then Mike the Bike never gave him the money back and refused to do the diss track. Thoughts? Thoughts? Now again, this is an allegation, and this is just what Simpman said, but like, what? I heard about that and I was like, what? What? Can you do that? Is that okay? I don't think that's okay. I don't think you're allowed to do that. I think that's evil, right? So
You figured out a money glitch.
our much beloved Mike the Bike, who I have commissioned in the past for songs, may have scammed somebody. And listen, I say may have because I have not personally seen evidence for it. I'm just saying that is an allegation made by Simpman, okay? I need to hear more about this personally. You know, I will get to the bottom of this, okay? I will ask Simpman about this, all right? The giant retard known as Simpman. I will ask him about this, and I will ask for proof, okay? Now, if it turns out the Simpman's lying, and he was just saying that for like clout or something, and he didn't expect anybody to publicize the allegations, well, guess what? I did now, so now you're gonna have to be on the hook for it, buddy. Sorry. Anyways, there's your lore for today. There's your inside community lore for the day.
You fucking dick.
What? If he's gonna say that and he's gonna spread around that Mike the Bike's a fucking scammer, then I think he probably should.
For the derailed pile with a little extra video ID, GQN6BDA0B9K.
It kind of bothered me. It kind of bothered me to hear that, and like, I don't know. You're just gonna be like,
felt so traumatized.
you're gonna spread that around in like private settings and like essentially smear this guy's name. Like, I mean, it better be real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways. She couldn't do refund. Okay. However, she also said that she did not, and I will say not, formed a signed contract with me. She regularly does this for big commissions, but she stated that she didn't want to form one because I was trusted as her close friend. Now, I don't know about you guys, but an official contract seals the deal, not just a simple text message. Granted in our policy... Okay, well, did you insist on a contract? Because it sounds like you didn't, and that's your fault. Granted in our policy, which I don't know if this was updated, I do not follow her socials, she stated that once work has begun, no refunds. Now, I get this. Now get this, she did not begin working on it because I did not meet the full minimum requirement and work does not begin until 100% paid in full. I confronted her about it and she stated that she had a whole different policy with payment plans, but it was never documented on her site at the time. I had paid her $420 out of $1,500. She only gave back $100. Y'all can debate on that yourself about who is in the right, and that's fine with me, but if there's no contract form, then there's no policy to assert. I mean, I don't... What the fuck is this? What even is this, man?
It's like they're trying to accuse them of scamming without saying it.
I know.
That's what I thought was kind of cooked.
So then they show like this. How does your payment plan work, and how and what would you be your down payment? Basically, whatever works. I won't start until about 1K is put down, and I can't do refunds once the payment plan begins. What's the total for the project? Every paycheck I get, which I believe is every Thursday since I just got back with Disney, I'll put a certain amount and keep count. Okay, I can quote you better when I have a thumbnail idea in my head, which I can do on Friday. Awesome. By the way, is there a due date to get you 1K? Nope. Sweet. Okay, so that seems completely very standard. And then we have various payments. So, and then we have like her terms, payment policies. All transactions must be through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. There will be no refunds once I begin working. I will only begin working on a piece when it's 100% paid in full. Okay. Are you canceling the project entirely? I was waiting for payment to be completed. Also, I usually can clarify I don't initiate refunds once payment begins to ensure that I'm not out at hundreds of dollars at once. Yeah, I'm going to have to cancel it. Currently in a tight spot. What about your payment policy? It says that once the work begins, the refunds won't be allowed, but it's also stated that work doesn't start until 100% paid in full.
What? These people resent the passage of time because their development halted at 15.
True.
They're emotionally and mentally behind their peers but are too old for childish behavior and activity. Derail in CS.
True. Thank you so much, Kitty Kitty Coco, and thank you so much, M. Hopkins. I don't know if I said that yet, but thank you guys. Dude, you know what one of the derails should be at some point, if you guys feel so inclined? I really enjoyed that game that we played last night, the Teacher Toucher Terrorist. That was fun. So then KittenSneeze responds, I have a different policy for commissions since usually commissions don't require payment plans, which is why I brought it up since you initially agreed with before I began, since it was a large sum of money. I usually have a contract that I have clients agree upon, so I can have a digital signature, but you're my friend, so I just trusted. All I had to do was explain that I need payment 100% up front before the final product starts, and that I can't refund payment plans once they began as a security measure for me, so I'm not suddenly outed out of hundreds of dollars. I don't think a contract would fully be necessary because I trusted you. Our commissions on my website work a little bit differently because refunding $40 isn't severe as refunding $400, if that makes sense. And then so, gave a $100 commission cancellation. And if we count this here, we see that it's 130. I just want to make sure that the numbers line up here. 130, 270, 350, 420. Okay. All right, fair enough. That is true then.
Okay. So the reason I don't think that this would work as a scamming allegation is because it was very specific in the wording. You could say this is semantical or very technical, but they talked about when payment planning begins, and they did plan payment, and they did receive some payment. They didn't receive 100%, but they did receive some payment, and that's what they agreed upon. So
Correct.
It's like she didn't refund it because she just followed the terms that they agreed upon. Honestly, her giving $100 back was just her being
That was
kind.
generous.
Yeah.
She didn't have to do that, in my opinion.
Right. Special treatment to someone that she considered a friend.
No, but then the next line is awesome.
This is one thing I'll admit. I was a coward.
Okay. Awesome.
Since 2021, I've questioned everything she said about Jake, trying to fill in the gray areas, trying to connect pieces that don't match, noticing statements that were contradicting. I was a coward for not telling myself that I did not want to associate with her anymore. I was scared of her. I was scared because she used her platforms to attack anyone she felt threatened by, and who she sees as her opposers. The last time I had contact with her was in 2022, so I did not know anything else since then, until the resurfacing of her actions, and even info that I do not know.
So you don't know anything since 4 years ago. Why are you here?
I genuinely think it's just because of the art thing.
Clearly. She's spurned. Just like how she did with me, claiming that I abused my ex and then I used my Puerto Rican roots as a weapon? When in reality, I was speaking up about racism in the cosplay community, and my ex labeled it as drama, when it is, still to this day, a very serious manner. I may not have the entire archive of receipts about her actions, but I at least have what I feel is enough to bring to light with their past, along with stuff that was never disclosed in the first place. She is a dangerous individual, and I implore you to take whatever info you can, at least receive it with a grain of freaking salt. Will this make me a freaking target? Likely freaking so. If I make a burner account freaking posting this, people will eventually freaking find out, especially freaking ones that know this exact freaking information. So, no freaking bother doing that. For those who are freaking reading this, you may have also been affected by KittenSneeze, and I hope this freaking encourages you to speak up with your bullshit fucking stories that don't fucking matter whatsoever. As I've been withholding all this information for a very long time, I'm such a victim! Okay. It's okay to be scared. Oh my god, cry me a fucking river, dude. You lost money. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You lost fucking money, dude. It's okay to be scared. You do what is best for yourself, and you do what it takes to find bravery and speak your piece. If speaking out against a person who done me and others wrong could get me freaking blacklisted from freaking fan projects or indie projects or whatever this other stuff happened on the internet, then I will work on my things myself.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Just because it wasn't too long ago, it was a few months ago. Honestly, this is giving me like PTSD flashbacks to Corbin X and Harlow, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Dude,
like,
real.
It's to like make a call out because like, I'm a fucking retard and agreed to things, but like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
That's actually so true. That is actually so real. There is no ownership for independence, and it baffles me that there are certain content creators with the longest ego ever who think otherwise. This is the final message that I will leave. If you believe that you are a better person now compared to then you would hold yourself accountable for everything that you have done. Like she did? Multiple times? Okay. So, okay then. So I think we're on the same page. Even with the worst thing that you could ever do to a person, you would make sure you remembered it until your time passes. Don't worry, if you don't remember it, everyone else will. You would not sugarcoat everything. You would not dodge and weave. You would not change the story from how it first was given. People will know. People will find out the truth. Especially if you... Go ahead.
Grams mental in the background while writing this.
True. Especially if you are a large content creator. Even one who is open to defending that and not hear out the people who have supported you by jumping to conclusions. Do better. And I hope that you know, this isn't, I want to make it clear, this is not actually in the doc itself, but this is just the truth. Like literally, essentially what is implicitly being said here is, yeah, and I hope you get fired from other opportunities as a voice actor because of this. Yeah, I hope that you don't get work and are blacklisted from the industry because of this. Because you were mean to me. And the contract that I made with you didn't work out the way that I thought it would. Oh wait, I didn't make a contract with you, and I have no right to bitch and moan, but I'm still going to, because I've seen a hate mob form, and I want to get clout off of it. I want to get my revenge for something that was my fault. Well, if you want a revenge against yourself, you've got it, because you look like a giant idiot, you look like a malicious freak, and you are just completely you are scum. You are scum, you are dirt, you are shit under the boot, okay? And you deserve absolutely fucking nothing. I hope that nobody has sympathy for you. The only reason I have sympathy, the only person that I have sympathy for here is whoever your caretaker is, because clearly you need one.
Jesus.
Fuck people like this, man.
Yeah, I figured you'd like this topic.
Some of the maddest that I've ever gotten, actually. I can't remember the last time I got this mad. I think it was the Zooms document that I went over. The Zooms document was about as bad as this one. This stuff. But yep, that's the KittenSneeze stuff. So yep. Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, I figured you'd really love this one.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't know, it just kind of like fits within the same theme of like just, you know, redemption's impossible. You know, it's just which is kind of tedious. It is kind of tedious that they're looking at the 24-year-old KittenSneeze now as like the 17-year-old she was like, you know, 5 years ago, right?
Now, if you're gonna go with the whole like, if you're gonna go with like the whole, hold on, sorry. If you're gonna go with the whole like, you know, redemption is not possible thing, if you're gonna go with that argument, and we're talking about somebody who raped someone, maybe, yeah, maybe, sure, like,
yeah,
but we're not talking about that, are we? We're talking about we're talking about bullshit, man. We're talking about bullshit, bro. Like, I mean, it's like, you know, and this is, again, it's like half a decade ago. Are we really gonna like, you know, have a conniption over this?
Yeah, see, that stuff's half a decade ago. The Nazi OC was over a decade ago because that was when she was 13.
Right.
So like, that, she's like, I mean, you've seen the apologies, I imagine. She's like apologized for that multiple times. But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But
just
yeah.
aggressively stupid, dude.
Yeah. Look, you got some derails to do. I'm probably gonna go and
All right.
do some stuff.
All right. Talk to you later, bud.
Talk to you later, little guppy. Fucking bitch.
Okay, dude. Fuck off. This is just an endless source of frustration, man. It really is. Like, it's just like, what are we doing, man? The fuck are we doing?
Listen, you do not want the rate to Joker on your case.
I am filled with hatred. Let's get into our derails.
Stupid brain rotted bird. 6-7-6-7-6-7. 6-7-6-7. 6-7-6-7-6. 6-7-6-7.
Dude, he's doing it.
Brain rotted bird. 6-7-6.
Dude, he's freaking doing it. Dude, he's freaking doing it, dude. That's so awesome. I'm so freaking proud of that freaking bird, dude. I'm so freaking proud of that freaking bird, dude. You know, I'm honestly freaking proud of that freaking bird, dude. All right, what have we got next? Loser Baby Jacks and Pomni Ver by KittenSneeze. Okay, great. After defending this person, let's see how terrible their fucking content is, shall we? And thank you for the 6-7 M Hopkins. Appreciate it, bud.
Jax?
Crap! Oh, we ought to put a bell on you if you're gonna sneak up on people like that. Jeez.
Are you okay?
I'm just fine. Besides, why do you care?
I guess you just haven't been acting like your normal
Which was worse, the doc or the song? The song.
prankster self.
Just like, it's not even a question, dude. It's the song.
What are you talking about, Toots? I'm just peachy.
Jax, I know this whole situation is scary. You don't have to pretend like it isn't.
Ugh, I don't need you pitying me, Pom. I've managed just fine for the last 11... 12... I can't remember how many months it's been, but the point is that I'm fine.
I just thought it may be reassuring to know you're not alone.
Wow.
I'm scared too.
Wow.
Knowing you have friends in this insane place is comforting.
Yeah?
At least
Mhm.
it is to me.
Is it?
You don't even know me. Just leave me alone.
You don't even know me.
So things look bad and you're back.
You're watching this again?
It's a different one.
Why are you singing? Your whole existence feels kinda
5.
hopeless. You're feeling filthy like a
You know what? Maybe KittenSneeze is guilty of everything.
YouTube content farm. Can't face the world that's turned so soulless.
Scully, it's $5 to skip the derail if you want to.
You've lost your way. You think your life is wrecked. Well,
Dude, Pomni's just like so bad, bro. Like, oh my gosh.
Pomni is not only freaking like hot and like relatable, she's just like really freaking badass if you think about it.
Dude, she's a fucking
Wait,
bad
what?
bitch.
you're a loser.
What if they cough mouth cancer? I know what you're referencing, Bunglas, and I do not accept that.
Jaxie, a loser, and so tacky, you're a
Does this make you want to create an OC? No, it makes me want to like die, pretty much.
little whiny bitch. You're a
This is almost like rape if you think about it. I agree.
loser just like me.
Feel uplifted.
You're a screws loose rabbit with annoyingly bad habits. You're an instigator with bad behavior, but you've got company.
You suck at cheering people up.
There was a time I thought that no one could relate to the crippling ways in which I've spiraled. But letting walls down, it can lighten up this
Wow. Huh.
I've lost my soul to this cavity-ridden freak.
Is that supposed to be Jack singing? That is not what he would sound like. You know what? This isn't even freaking lore accurate. Fuck this.
Both losers, baby, we're losers. It's okay to be a
Highly impulsive, egotistical jerkwad.
Well, maybe we could work on that last one a little bit
I'm
more.
a loser, Pomni, a rascal who's so
We should make a Google document. I agree. Can we make a can we make a Google document on JakeNeutron and like KittenSneeze to like just like hop on the momentum of them getting shit on, and the entire document is just about how their content makes me want to kill myself and I'm a victim because of that. Can we do that? Can we do that instead?
Loser just like me. I got a tendency to panic.
I can tend to be real manic with all the pranks and mischief on my mind.
Thank you so much.
Stop.
Thank you so much. You don't understand how much I love you right now. Thank you so much. Let's see what our next derail is. Unnamed WWE AI channel has a stroke. Oh, I've seen this. This one's actually Kino. Okay, see, this is actually a good one. From our own Speed Racer. Okay, this one's a good one. This one's a good one.
Millions of fans are making right now. Can you afford it? Maybe.
Have you seen this, Joey?
No.
This is
Oh, I've
awesome.
seen this.
No, you're gonna love this. No, because it's
There's
funny.
4K views.
I know, but it's really funny. It's like a meme. I think it's a repost of a meme that has a lot more views. And it's like I think it's going around on like Instagram right now and stuff and Twitter.
But do you feel like you have to be there? That's the question. And for a lot of people, the answer this year seems to be not quite. The show will happen.
Okay, so the whole thing is that the AI channel doesn't know how to like pronounce WWE because like it doesn't understand that it's like distinct like letters that should be like said. So it tries to like pronounce it as a word. You'll see.
The stadium will likely fill up one way or another. What
It's dying! It's dying! Oh no! No! It sounds like it's getting waterboarded. Like it's so scary. It's so sad.
That was horrifying.
You know what? You know what? That sound specifically. This part. This part. That sound particularly reminds me of this.
Dude, the Skepian Bad Boys Halo situation is crazy. Thank you, Slop Meal.
Oh, my beautiful grandson.
Grandma, what are you doing here?
Oh, I cursed and said, damn, in 1958 when I saw your grandfather being shot in the head by that rotten burglar.
That seems a little bit unreasonable. I don't think you should get in hell for that. Grandma, you wouldn't happen to know where I can find Satan, would you?
Oh, of course. Just go down that scary hole right there. You'll find him at the bottom circle of hell.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Grandma.
Oh, you should have a scrumptious piece of hard candy for the journey, Charlie. Here you go.
Oh, no, thank you, Grandma. I'm fine. Thank you, though.
More for me.
That sound. That sound. That's
Making me horny.
Okay. He's vomiting and drowning.
It's making me horny, dude. Police say they bucking me. Red alert.
No! He's dying! Somebody help him! Somebody help him, please! Please!
You need to stop. You need to stop.
I hate how he starts like breathing. Like he takes like a deep breath to try again and it just gets worse. Someone please help him. Someone please help him. He's not breathing. He's not breathing. Please. Please. What was that sound? Ew. Ew. What the fuck?
I like these noises. I'm liking these.
Dude, the music in the background's awesome. What is happening? Okay, so that was that one. Thank you, Speed Racer, for that, I guess. That was horrifying. I will never be the same. Okay. Let's see what this one is. From M. Hopkins.
Dude, I was sitting there eating pizza and you were streaming for an hour and a half and didn't even start the stream because you just got so many fucking derails.
I know, dude. It was horrible. It was horrible. Like, literally, like, 95% of them were from ZV, too.
Then I came back and I just didn't care about what
What
you were
the
talking about. I
fuck?
was so bored. This has to be some sort of fetish. And I'm
It
like,
feels like it.
Savage beauty. Look at that powerful
Oh yeah, this is
body.
definitely a fetish.
This has got to be a fetish, right?
Grace, magnificent form.
I don't know, but whatever it is, I need a name for
How
it
does
because
the
I
tiger
have whatever
manage
it
to
is.
keep himself at the peak of physical fitness for his entire life? He doesn't lift weights, work machines, perform calisthenics or aerobics, and he doesn't jog. Yet he can tear the head off a man.
That's all he said about the WWE stroke thing. They're eating his flesh.
Yeah. Okay, and
That's so true. I like to think it's an Indian with a voice changer doing that. Oh. But he does this anytime he tries to say an acronym. True. That's so true.
His power comes from his own exercise system. Far different.
Oh, this is Therians? Okay,
and
sure.
Also far superior. It is the ultimate exercise system, which I call Tiger Moves. Ironically, when man sets about to improve
Tiger
his
Moves.
health and physical fitness through exercise,
this is good.
he devises systems which lack the simple wisdom.
Well, that's just Pilates, and that's just
Low
riding a
impact
bike. What does that have
aerobics
to do with
has
being a
far less
tiger?
Injuries than high impact, as does belly dancing with its smooth.
What does belly dancing have to do with being a tiger? Am I insane here? That just seems like it has
You're insane.
nothing to do with
That's how they
it.
get the other tigers horny.
They belly dance? Is that a thing that they do?
Yeah. Yeah, duh.
Oh, okay.
And completely natural moves. Tiger moves. The
Tiger
best
moves.
And most natural exercise system
Tiger
man
moves.
can use. I'm John McSweeney, and I'm going to cover 7 of these basic tiger moves.
Oh, thank
Inhale
God.
back with tension.
Thank God he's going to cover 7 of the basic tiger moves.
Exhale forward.
Well, I'm glad because I was scared
Try to
we were
reach
going
for
to
the
cover 9 of
stars.
them, so.
Dude, yeah, I was scared that we weren't going to see them. Thank God he's also in, like, fucking underwear for some reason.
Reach as high as you can.
Let's,
Okay.
because they don't wear
Great
clothes.
tension. Go
Are you
forward with
doing the
great
moves?
tension.
No,
Feel
I'm,
the tension in the
looking for
triceps
videos to
muscles.
react to.
Think into those thigh muscles.
Okay, so this
quadriceps,
is
the
squat-
hamstrings.
squatting.
Next tiger move is the stomach roll.
Why are his
This
nipples so big?
exercise
I
now
do
from
not
the
know.
side,
I'm not
I
sure.
push down
Hey!
and roll up.
Push down.
Flex.
Roll up.
Force it down.
Flex,
Where's
force
his
down.
abs?
Okay, so you're just like rolling your belly.
learned in this tape 3 critical areas of life and self-defense.
Okay.
I'll
Wait,
leave
how
you
does it
with
help
one
me with
thought.
self-defense? What does that
It
mean?
pertains to nations, it pertains to the individual. First
Okay.
a warrior, or all
A
else
warrior.
is folly.
Wow. Wow. That was freaking awesome. Okay.
Hey, Dick, stop making fun of his stuff. Okay.
I literally just called it freaking awesome, so I'm confused how that's me
You're a
making.
dick.
So I'm really confused how that's freaking me making freaking
Shut
fun of
up!
it. So
Fuck
yeah.
you!
Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. Really just what I thought.
I
All right,
hate
next
you.
one. The Aqua Teens go purple. Go purple? Purple curse.
You know what? I want a purple.
No!
Dude, he wants a purple.
No, no. Stop. Stop being purple. Stop. No. No, no, no.
Why are you so fucking scared of purple things?
Look who posted this. No, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Joey, do you see?
No.
Look who posted it.
I can't. It's such bad quality. I can't even read it.
Cool Guy 23.
Dude, weren't you like just talking about how much you love Cool Guy?
No, no.
I thought he was your.
Bungless asked for it. And
Thank
I
you for the
agree.
5.
In circa S start at 17 minutes if timestamp doesn't work.
Yeah, we'll do it after this.
Alright, my dog's ready.
Why is he purple? Why is the dog purple? No.
Look at him, he's so cute.
He's not supposed to be purple.
So,
What's your name?
I am something cute like Mr. Something. Like Mr. Purple. Or how about a...
No!
Purple. Pussy. Shut up, I got a name. And it's... Purple.
Tonight.
Purple.
No.
Looks like a dildo.
No!
Stop being a pussy. He's not even that scary.
Dude, are you kidding me? He looks so fucking scary.
He's not even fucking scary, you pussy.
Think I got enough for yours. Purple. Come on, boy. I know where he is. We got purple. Damn good.
You have a taste, huh?
Don't touch me!
Hey, how you doing?
No, 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 no. Please no. Please no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
Oh man, this is over. I'm done with this crib. Now they're all gonna have to go. Who is it? Hello? Who's there? Show yourself. What? Impossible.
Purple.
Please tell me. No. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. That was really scary. It really reminds me of this, and then I'll play Speed Racers Derail. This is one of my favorite Eric Andre skits. This is such a classic. This is from season 1 of Eric Andre.
Okay, it's time for one of our favorite games on the show called What If It Was Purple?
It's fucking awesome.
Up first, we have a pencil.
Let's see it. That's
like
awesome.
An actual thing.
That's awesome. All right, let's see Karl Rove. Let's see Karl Rove. Yes, sir.
Incredible.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Nothing about this game is that intense.
Up next, a rabbit. A rabbit.
Okay, let's see this one. Oh yeah, that one's fucked.
Looking at that stuff, man.
Yeah, the last one's fucking disgusting. It should have never been made. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. So we're supposed to start at what? 17 minutes, you said? 17 minutes. Yeah. All right, bet. Bonnie
All
FNAF.
the fun
True.
stuff. But one answer that would surely be among them is HIV.
What?
Despite the AIDS crisis being long in the rearview mirror for many countries, HIV.
Oh, Oh, little bit, oh, whoa!
Prices being long in the rearview mirror for
Bro, they literally just used to. That is kind of insane when you think about it. They used to just show videos of gays. They used to just have footage of gays for their sort of like, you know, footage talking about AIDS. Do you know what's annoying about this?
The guy that we're currently making a video about on Zipgeist, he tried to socially engineer like an anti-gay like AIDS crisis thing, where it was gonna essentially be like if you saw someone being gay, you would like report it to the police, and with the ultimate goal to deport gay people from America. Fun fact. That's the next guy that we're doing a Zipgeist video
Kind of a good
on.
idea.
So right, if they got me to host some fucking,
It's like a Glaze
about
video,
bug
right?
chasing,
Because it's
I'd
a good
be into
idea.
it. As in, like, I'd be into talking about it, not into the thing. That's
as long as it's not attacking him.
Bad, isn't it?
Because he has
when
good
a person
ideas.
who already
Why'd we
has
do that?
HIV becomes infected with a second genetically
You guys are
distinct strain
assholes,
of
so I thought you
virus.
would.
Wait, are you telling me that Super AIDS is real? I always thought it was
What?
a stupid joke.
Super AIDS?
Super AIDS is a real thing. What the fuck, dude? Gigapods Super AIDS. Posmaxing. Super infected are probably the kings of the bug chasing community. As they walk into the pos party, hushed tones scatter over the room. The guys are fucking in a swinger, like looking like that, you know. Everyone's. He walks in, topless, cock out, rock hard already. Who's first? Who's first? No Lotrafuse tattoo.
That's so evil.
Biohazard symbol tattooed above his cock. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, it's so insane, man.
But what you do need to do is pack a little bag. Regardless of what you like to do,
What the
in
fuck,
bushes,
bro?
you're always going to have to bring some stuff. Now, that stuff could include
What
things
is the
like
context of this? Gay cruising in the bushes for beginners. Great. Awesome.
condoms, lube, cock rings, poppers,
What? What?
job straps. I don't know what you're dealing with.
What the actual fuck, dude?
Oh, you fucker.
What the fuck?
Ew.
Oh my god, that's no way. Dude.
Ew.
That's been in someone's fucking asshole, hasn't it? That's been right up someone's asshole. Lol, why are you not talking? Wow, you were really rude. Reading all my questions. Cool. Well, I cummed in your ass. Without condom.
Thumbs up emoji. Don't forget about that.
Crying emoji. She ain't that serious, bro. She ain't that serious, bro. I sent 4 messages. 4 times you came online, read and ignored. You're a fucking revolting jackass. Glad I cummed in your ass bareback. Ha 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 ha. Hope you enjoy my cum inside you.
Laughing while
I mean,
crying.
obviously the real
Thumbs
Jake
up.
This is fucking deranged shit, isn't it? This is nuts, man. Fuck me, what an insane freak this guy is. Probably why it's a bad idea to have repeated, regular, promiscuous encounters with strangers. But, you know, it seems like the gays have been doing it for decades and not going to stop anytime soon. So what am I to say? Completely ignoring me, lol. By the way, I'm HIV positive. So if you enjoy my HIV loads in your ass, good luck with that. My low type virus. I've never seen something so ridiculous.
Great.
It's the fucking...
I'm just gonna move on and enjoy my life and live a happy one.
Would you mind doing that?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I don't.
What's going on here? What is he doing? What was that? Did he just like do a little dance at the end?
That was great.
What was that? Why does he do like a little dance at the end?
What? One more ID. GA0FTE GOS 0.
Thank you.
Dude.
Why did he do like a little dancey dance at the end of this like very sad like what is presumably a very sad like documentary about the AIDS crisis? Well, I don't dance after I find out I have AIDS. Like that's not really a thing I do. I also don't have AIDS, so I mean maybe I don't know. Maybe if I got AIDS and I found out, I would like stand up after my interview and be like, I would start doing the Macarena. I have AIDS. I have AIDS. What?
Great. That was actually great. I actually enjoyed that. Love hearing about gay men getting what they deserve.
Okay, dude, come on. Come on.
Oh my god, what's wrong with me today? It's Easter, for Cripe's sake. Oh my god, bro. Diorio Farms, Mold Away, Milk Carter with Jeffrey Epstein missing, Whole of Glory, dude. Is this supposed to be our new background? Home Sweet Home. Why is Shelba in the ceiling? Inside Out was here. Sadly, you're raped. C4 there. And look at this as well, man.
Where is he
You
seeing
got
sadly
6,
you're raped? I don't see that.
50,000 somethings. Oh my god, man. The perfect snark. Every point absolutely nailed.
Great. That was 5 minutes. Thank you so much. Let's see. Bug chasing is scary. Yeah, I mean it is. Dude. He has so much swag. Dude.
Swag turned to the maximum. She know what it is and know what it ain't. Go hard in the paint like flop flame. Name Gucci Mane and I'm off the chain. Got pretty swag, did about with a pretty girl in the club. Little light bulbs all on my finger.
Okay.
Earring flashing bright like a blinker. When I hold my wrist up, it's a turn signal. It's funny to me, you a dummy to me. If you think a man got more money than me, my tennis shoes cost 2,000 a piece. I'm a quadruple OG.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
right here. It's my new Lambo.
Yeah.
Yellow on black with the yellow Forgiato. Pull up with a yellow bone, sipping on Moscato.
Okay. Okay. What's that song? That song kind of went hard. It's a good song. My first rap video. That was not Pretty Boy Swag, was it? That was not Pretty Boy Swag.
What?
Derail in DMS. Watch the first 5 minutes smile.
What video? What song is this? Oh, it's a Pretty Boy Swag remix. Of course. Of course. Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you for the 5 iNuts. Let's see what we got here. Dude, what the fuck? Dude. This is so fucking uncalled for. This is so fucking uncalled for. Why the fuck would you make this? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, I just don't understand what the hell is wrong with you, man. Like, do you, like, get off doing stuff like this, man? God, I could probably cry right now if I, like, thought about it enough, but, like, fuck you, man. Seriously. Fuck you.
Impotent as a cock.
Thanks for becoming a member, man. I need it right now. Boys beware. Yep. This is what they tell when they know that iNut's gonna be around. That's what they say. I am not purple guy. Don't fucking say that about me. Don't say I'm not purple guy. Don't fucking say that. Seriously, guys, it's not freaking funny. Oh, I love that your member for 2 months message was literally just Himpleton. Thank you. Yeah, it's relevant to you. This is what they show people before, like, when they know that you're going to be in the workplace with them, I not. Because you're a fucking dangerous, you're a dangerous individual who crosses boundaries, okay? Like, you literally, like, need I remind the audience what this guy made of me? He made me fucking purple after he, like, understood and knew, like, how disgusting and, like, disturbing I find that. Like, he made that without my consent. Like, I just... I don't want to talk about it.
I'm Lieutenant Williams, a police officer attached to the Juvenile Division. I'm on my way to
That's
Monroe
cool.
Junior High School to talk to a group of young people.
Okay.
That looks innocent enough, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of young people hitchhike. Seems like a good way to get from one place to another.
No,
But
because
sometimes there are
gay
dangers
people could be
involved
inside the
that
car,
won't meet the eye.
apparently. Or iNut could be inside the car.
Case of Jimmy Barnes. Jimmy
Now,
played
notice the
baseball.
fact, you know, I'm only going to say this once, but, like, notice the fact that iNut, you want to know what color he is? He's kind of a purplish color, isn't he? He's kind of a purplish color himself. So, he's just trying to pass blame onto me. He's trying to pass blame onto me. Okay. The fish in the tank is in the room. Okay. Look at the evidence yourself and evaluate it, and you can make whatever decision you would like. I don't really understand why you're coming into my stream to like say that the guy that you like is innocent when I don't believe that that's the case. You can make whatever choice you would like, but I follow the evidence. There you go.
All afternoon, and he didn't feel like walking home, so he decided to thumb a ride.
Can I be green? I would rather be green. Green would be cool.
Anything was unusual when the driver struck up a friendly conversation.
Uh-oh.
He seemed like a real nice guy.
See, this is what happens when you get in the car with iNut.
Jimmy told him they practiced 3 times a week and played a rival group on Friday afternoon.
Okay.
The stranger was a good listener, too, and it only seemed minutes before they pulled up in front of Jimmy's house. When Jimmy got out, the stranger gave him a friendly pat. Then he told him he'd see him again, as he always drove by the park on his way home.
Okay, well that's good then. He got driven home and it's all good. So what's the I mean, so iNut drove that child home and the child's fine. So I mean, that's
Sure
good.
enough, the following day, when Jimmy finished playing ball, well, the man was there waiting.
Oh, okay, so iNut picks up the child again. I mean, that's a little strange, I guess.
They stopped at a drive-in, and the stranger treated him to a Coke.
I mean, that's cool, I guess. You gave him a Coke. You gave the child a Coke, iNut. That's good.
It made him feel big to so easily win the confidence of an older person.
Oh, that's good. You made the kid feel special? Is that what's going on, iNut?
The following Saturday, they went fishing together. By now, they were using first names. Ralph said it was more friendly. Jimmy hadn't enjoyed himself so much in a long time. Then during lunch, Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures.
No.
He shouldn't be interested, but
What?
Well, he was curious. What? Jimmy
What?
didn't know
iNut, why are you doing that?
was that Ralph was sick. A sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious. A sickness of the mind.
iNut!
You see, Ralph was a homosexual. A person
No!
who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex. But by now, Jimmy felt a fondness for Ralph, and they continued to go places together. Ralph was generous and took Jimmy many interesting places and did many nice things for him.
iNut, you can't treat children like this.
He bought presents and even gave him money. But payments were expected in return.
Payments?
You see, Jimmy hadn't recognized Ralph's approach soon enough. When Ralph first asked Jimmy to go fishing alone, he should have discussed it with his parents or teacher.
Obviously.
Finally, Jimmy told his parents, and they reported it to the juvenile authorities. Ralph was arrested, and Jimmy
Thank
was
God.
released on probation in the custody of his parents. But all homosexuals are...
I know, I love that they never said, like, he's a pedophile. They said he's a homosexual. Like, that was the issue there. Okay, so that was 5 minutes. Thank you. Oh, God. Alrighty. Let me, guys, let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something. This is really important. Let me show you something really important, guys. Okay. Very, very important. Okay. I'm kind of freaking out right now because I saw this earlier and I just like needed to show you this, okay? So I just really needed to show you this here. Hold on. Just really needed to show you this. Yeah, so hold on here. I just, no, seriously, I just really felt like I needed to show you this. So I just really felt like I needed to show you this because like it's really important. And it just like means a lot to me, I guess, you know? Like you guys probably wouldn't understand it, but this means a lot.
Straight up to the dome, like I'm stuck in danger in the parents' catacombs. Seeing stuff that is
finding ways to feel it unfulfills a natural feeling as I battle mental illness, often clashing with my brilliant style. No smoking reefer till ashes tumble down in nigga sneakers. My fear and anxiety's off the meters. The only thing I know is I don't know